It's Miller time.
Well, why don't you cry about it?
Motorboat? You play the motorboat? You motorboat son of a bitch, you old sailor, you.
Shut up, Meg.
My head is off. Oh, there I am, and as pretty as a picture.
Now why don't you make like a tree and get out of here? evening, fellow pipe smokers. Hope everyone's doing well. It's Matthew here from Picking and Piping.
I'm getting really sick of guys named Todd.
Alrighty, sorry about that. I had a weird click thing. Something happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know. It works now though. I'm assuming it works now. So, welcome everybody to the Christmas edition of the Over a Pipe Live. We've got D-Man on the board.
Merry Christmas.
We got Durwood over there.
Ho, 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 mother fathers.
Woo! Yes, sir.
Coming in hot.
I'm gonna wave at the people on the grams. Let me know if the audio's coming through, because that's the bigger part, just to make sure that that's working somewhat. So Matthew, I know you're in there, so make sure our audio's good. Good deal. Thank you, Matthew. Goodness gracious. So we've got the typical show for y'all tonight, but not the typical show for y'all tonight. The atypical, the Christmas typical show tonight.
So not the typical show.
Not.
We have the regular show, but it's not regular.
That's
It's
we have-
very irregular.
Then we have Over a Pipe Zero. Is what we-
that's how it goes.
It's like an irregular period up in here.
Oh my God.
comma.
Wow.
Punctuation joke.
Comma. I love it.
I was waiting for somebody to sing some conjunction junction.
How was your week, guys?
It was good. Let me grab people in chat. We got Matthew Picking and Piping, Todd, WKR Piping, Cincinnati. Welcome aboard, sir. Fly Piper 85. Cue me up there, D. Smoke Kentucky Piper, Todd, good to see you.
Don't tell me what to do.
Peach Pipe 213. Glad I could give you that feedback. AZ Hawk, welcome aboard. Chad, good to see you. Absolutely. Sam, good to see you, sir. Ohio Sweet Muffins Mafia Piper, the longest YouTube name in history. Brian Woodward, good to see you, sir. Doing it wrong. Think I got everybody so far. Welcome aboard to, again, that atypical, Christmas typical show. We're going to have the usual suspects. We will have some of the normal stuff. We're going to change it up, though, for Christmas. We're going to change up the Friday Night Playhouse segment just a hair.
Boo.
Just a hair. Just slightly. So we hope you enjoy it. We hope you like
Class
it.
it up just a little bit.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly.
Nailed it.
So
Well, after you guys like literally berated me into tears last time about missing the dilly dillies,
oh right,
I went home
got-
and practiced for 3 weeks.
Was it me or was it him? That braided you.
Yours was more emotional damage. Yours was much more
More
emotional
emotional
damage.
abuse?
His was
Physical
purely
abuse?
physical. Yeah,
Understood.
yeah.
That's cool. I like that we have the AT&T thing going.
What's
One,
that?
two, three.
Oh,
I love it
What's that do with AT&T?
because it's the bars. The AT&T used to do the
I'd be like,
bars.
hold on,
So I know
Okay,
I got to stretch. I got to use good posture. I'm a slumper, sloucher, slumper, sloucher.
It's unimportant. Move on.
Okay. So we'll have, of course, some jokes. We'll have some fun stuff going on. And one thing that we're going to do, I don't know if Durwood's got it up.
Durwood does have it up.
Good.
All
Yes.
right. This
So-
is the most important thing.
So we'll get to Durwood here in a second. Then I do want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus, and all those other.
I've got some real problem with you guys.
There's a few things.
We're going into the airing of grievances. Let's start right now. First off, First off, how dare you?
First off, I had to replace my HVAC system, buy Haley a car, and we had to get work on the house because our home insurance got canceled. There you go. Next, go
Merry
ahead.
Christmas.
So
Never ends.
all of those things are happening.
So you're saying no Christmas presents, right? For the kids? Sorry.
Yeah, we're not going anywhere.
You get heat in the house to live in.
Not going anywhere. That's it. Yeah,
That's it.
We
That's all you get.
space heated it out. I'm just constantly paranoid that something's going to burn down.
Space
And so-
house to live. We had that last Christmas.
That's
You
what
can't
get-
re-gift a gift.
That's what you get every Christmas.
Every Christmas. Today is December 22nd. So
Yes, it
we are
is.
almost there. Almost time to get out the Santa Claus ticker. See where he's at in the world.
His heart.
You haven't seen
Oh, it's NORAD.
Yeah, the heart of Santa in a
I was
box.
like, wait,
Seeing your humidifier.
Well, I mean, you know.
Your humidor.
was that Kato that ripped the heart out of that guy, you know, Mortal Kombat?
Wow. All right.
Sorry.
Little nipples went to France.
Wow. Okay. So today, being the 22nd, we'll get into some of the history. One of the things of the day is Abilities Day.
Oh, nice.
X-Men?
Nice. Yeah, X-Men Day. That's
Nope,
great.
there we go. X-Men Day. Got it. I'd like to thank Durwood for all of the decorations. So he
killed it. Look at him over there.
like it's all over the
Yeah.
place.
Look,
And,
I don't know if you know this, but we go hard at Christmas time. Wow. Little salty sea sailor
well, bug.
whistle there. Don't laugh at me.
I have a question for you.
Just don't you laugh at it.
What?
I don't think I've ever made you ever laugh that hard in the 30 years I've known you.
That was perfect. Perfect.
Okay.
That was so good. So good.
I'm glad I can make that happen for you.
at it.
It's also BA Lover of Silence Day.
I wish we did more of that on this show.
Wow. It's National Cookie Exchange Day, which I didn't know.
Oh, I had some cookies at home my wife just baked. I could have brought you guys.
You could have
I
brought.
knew that.
I think we can be ready for the boy in about. Well, go ahead and get him. No.
Right, read one more. We'll do it. Now, rattle them off.
National Date Nut
Nailed
Bread
it.
Day.
What?
And National Haiku Poetry Day.
National Date Rape Day.
I'm glad we got that out before he came out. Wow.
National Date Nut Day.
Whatever that is.
Whatever that
Colored
is.
Friday.
Date Nut Bread Day. That's what it is. All right, pal.
What we got?
Oh, good deal. Oh, the boy's coming out. We're gonna have to.
Oh, Santa Claus.
What's up,
Okay.
dude?
All right. Thank you.
Yep, you got him flipped. Oh, no, you got him.
Okay, tell me what I got to do.
So you lost.
Put initials in the bag.
Oh, I see DH. Okay. There we go. There's
Little man.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks, dude.
All right.
Make sure I actually got the right.
Oh, this one's for me.
Yes.
All right.
Oh, you get one too?
So do we all open separately? I guess. All right. All right. I guess I'll. All right. All right. We all start. Who we go? Who wants to go first? Paper, rock, scissors, or what do we do?
Rock, paper, scissors.
All right.
Or do we?
How do we
roll-
do that
or
3
do-
ways?
Or do we roll for it?
Roll for it.
Here,
I got one. Yeah,
Die 20.
I got a D20 right here.
Get it for me, pal. All right. What are the rolls? Go ahead, pal.
I got
go.
a 2. Natural
Roll.
2.
I got a
Natural.
6.
And I got a 19.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
I attack first. Also, grab me that bag right there too.
but I got a plus 12 modifier.
I have a -1.
Oh. So I got a
For every D&D dad out there, right?
There
Nice.
we go.
Nice.
That's what I'm talking about.
Little Dungeons Dragons,
I didn't know they
Dragon
made Dungeons
Nerd
Dragons
Gun. That's
Nerf.
nice.
Derek also got me something.
Oh yeah. All right,
as
so just
well
the
done.
big one in there. The small one is like is empty. Let's get the big one out. That's what she said.
The thing that's heavy
Yep. There you go. Be careful.
and is dinkling.
I thought this would look nice on your shelf back there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I think it's a chest.
Oh,
Now you got to pop it open.
Pop it up.
Let
What's inside?
everybody see. Okay.
Show
The
me
grind
your chest.
It's a chest.
I'll show you my chest.
The grind.
Oh,
Oh,
that's cool.
It's a mimic.
So it's a mimic. It's a mimic dice holder.
Wow.
Oh,
I love that.
And you got your full set to go with it, so that way you can we can
Wait,
roll.
what?
We can roll for initiative.
Remember we played a game and there was a mimic? in it?
I got a 15. Yes, we did. That is awesome, D man.
Wait, what was the
Thank you
game?
so much. I feel,
That's actually really cool.
that is really cool. I know.
But
I didn't know
was
what to
the
get the
game
guy with
the
everything,
mimic?
so-
I'm glad. I love the fact that like
The everything's
everybody's
D&D
D&D of all things. So I'm good with that. Okay. All right.
Right.
So that's it.
Derwood's next.
So I'm next.
Derwood's next. And I love the fact we rolled for it.
I sense someone is setting the stage
Since in the
for
forest.
shenanigans to happen at
Yeah.
some point during this show.
This
I couldn't resist.
is gonna be a.
Um,
All right. All right. Here
Thank
we
you,
go.
little man. Thank you, buddy.
Is that it? Is that it?
No, there's more in there. There's
Dustin?
another thing in there.
Oh, nothing in there. Hold on.
Oh,
Not
it's
done.
a bill. It's a bill for the gun.
No. Go ahead. You can go
How
ahead.
did this
and
gun
skip
cost
regular
you
music.
$400?
Oh, what?
Venmo. Just send it by Venmo, please.
All right, got a card here. You can't judge a Christmas card by its cover. It's what's inside that counts. I just broke the card.
That's all right.
Aw, thanks, little dude. It goes up like this, and then okay, yeah, I did break it. So it doesn't hurt.
That's all right. That's all right.
Thanks,
All right.
buddy. I appreciate that.
Don't feel like it's looking. Writing.
All right.
Well, that's why I
Fancy.
winked at you subtly. For yeah,
All right. This thing's got some heft to it. Not gonna lie. All right.
It does. So, and the third time makes it all.
Oh, this thing's pretty. Thing is pretty cool.
I think
not
I
gonna
know
lie.
what y'all are gonna do later in this live stream.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
we're not. We're gonna shoot y'all later.
Yeah,
That's
we're
what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We're just gonna shoot the cats inside.
No, I'll just get the big.
Thank you,
I'll
sir.
just get the big assault rifle.
Thank you.
That's
Let's see.
fine.
Okay, here.
I'll just get the big assault
Oh,
rifle.
couldn't decide what
myself.
what kind of gift to get you this year.
With a riot shield.
So, I hope you like. That's cool. Look, you get to pick.
Whoa. Whoa.
I like the just socks.
I like the just socks. That's the one that hit me the most.
Thank you, buddy.
So, and that's just because I'd rather y'all get something y'all want.
Well, thank
But
you.
by the way, I would take this all day.
I might buy me one.
This is legit. This is so heavy. Do you feel how heavy
It is. I was pleased with the quality. I wasn't sure. It's when you order on Amazon.
Scissors?
That is so.
keep the camera on you. Don't watch the struggle that's happening over here.
Don't move. Nice.
No, watch the struggle. Watch the struggle.
No one
This will go over here at
watches.
some
He
point.
pulled out the pocket knife. You need help?
I need to sharpen this thing all night. What do you do?
I have no idea what's happening anymore.
Hey, I bet
How
I
did
can
you
cut
have-
it with this
where's he
lighter.
going?
You probably
Can I
should. You probably should have
we're
brought
good.
these out at the end.
All right. Was there anything else you had, pal?
Requires
that
4
it?
AA batteries.
Well, darn.
No, I'm just kidding.
Nice.
To get the batteries and screwdriver.
Anything else, pal? No? All right.
Thanks,
We'll let
bud.
them know. Come here.
Make sure to like, share, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I will see you next Friday maybe. And I'm out of here to play Guest Buster game.
You forgot.
There you go.
No, you forgot the most important thing to say. You don't see all the lights and the trees.
Merry Christmas!
Right.
Atta boy.
Oh,
God.
man down. Man down.
Watch it. I knew it.
And Instagram's down. Sturwood's fault.
It is. Clearly, this is why I should not be here.
All I know is when I get home, kids get woken up.
Hey, if you don't mind, could you retrieve my bullets?
No, that ain't happening.
Okay.
Wait,
well,
does it shoot both at one time?
no, one at a time. One at a time.
Or they alternate?
No, yeah, it altered. Oh, and self-shot.
I cocked it and I didn't want to shoot it. So.
Hey, Ephraim,
Had to draft.
1958518. Welcome aboard, sir. And Arizona Jim.
See if I can make it.
All right, cue me up. That was much more dramatic and nerve-wracking than I thought it was going to be. That was.
Can't believe he's literally 6 feet away and I missed.
Oh God, I thought I got hit. I was like, no.
I'm trying to get them to blow.
It's like, this is awful. Welcome aboard, everybody. Merry Christmas. Thank y'all for tuning in for that. So, gents, please find something that you like and get it, because I
appreciate it, buddy. Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I very much appreciate it.
I don't like gift wise. Like Derek, that's a wonderful gift. I'd have so much anxiety for weeks.
What?
Because I'm not good at like figuring out what people like, even though I already know. It gives me so much.
I wasn't going to buy you a bottle of bourbon because you've already got everything.
Or shut up. All right. Okay.
Well,
and
look, can I just show him what I got?
I didn't have a $200 bottle.
Can I just show you what I got?
Let's do it.
So this is what I got Martin for Christmas.
Yep.
It's this bottle of Bumbu. Which I credit my buddy Tony for telling me about.
I've been sipping on it.
Well, I may have had some of it myself.
A slightly used bottle.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I'm just giving him the bottle. What's in it? What's in it is mine.
Yeah, that's right.
But no, yeah, that's good stuff.
That's good stuff, by the way.
It is good stuff. I don't sip on that kind of thing. Like I'm not big on rum unless I mix it, and that was easy. That was a good one. We're going to crack open tonight just some Will It Rye.
So Will It
Rye.
Will It Rye.
There we go. Glad you.
I'm no influencer. I'm not even an influenza.
Well, that hitting hard on the nose these days.
Shout out to James.
No, I was waiting on it.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
No
Let's
lie.
see.
No lie.
I don't know. Did we do? No, we didn't do. That's okay. All right. So we've got a thing for this special. Durwood, this is on him if he's got it queued up. Let's go ahead and start that one off.
Yeah. So again, a little shout out to my buddy who kind of gave me this idea, and I thought it was
IRL friend.
Yeah, IRL buddies
in real life.
Yep, not these fake ones.
Oh,
not these fake hoes. But so what we're going to do today throughout the show, and I'm going to explain how this works. Today we're going to have a little bit of what we like to call Celebrity Deathmatch, the Christmas edition. And what's going to happen here is we have a bracket that I tried to put together to send in to have it nicely put as some sort of thing on the screen. It did not work because technology are hard.
It's a little difficult.
It's on my phone, but I will read it off to you. Now, what we're going to do, we have a bracket, 16 matches here. And we're going to figure out which character is the best Christmas character. Now, this is not a competition to see who would win in a fight. It's just generally which is the better Christmas character. Now, the way this works, we're going to read the match. Martin will have one vote. I will have one vote. Derek will have one vote.
Check.
Chat, you guys get 2 votes. And it's just the general sort of... All right, shut up. We're looking for the general consensus of chat on how this is going to work. Whatever the general consensus from chat is, that will garner 2 votes. Whoever gets the most out of 5 votes is going to move on to the next round. So I'm going to read off some of these matches, and then we will talk, if we disagree or whatever, and then we'll move on and talk about some other things and pop back in with another match a little bit later. So, first round, matchup number 1.
All right.
For the better Christmas character. You want to give us all the pros and as to why your character is the better and how they're better than the other one, and you can, however you want to do it. The Grinch versus Harry and Marv, the Wet Bandits.
Okay.
Can I ask a question on this one? Does it matter which Grinch, or is it just Grinch in general?
I think we're going to go OG on most all of these.
Okay,
all right.
got it.
Oh, and
Understood.
let me preface this with one other little tidbit. We are not involving Santa. Santa is not a character in this because clearly
He would trump all.
He would trump all. And we're not including John McClane.
No, obviously, yeah.
From Die Hard, because I don't want anybody to assume this is an actual fight.
Right.
And I feel like he would very easily sweep the table. So
non-violence.
Yeah, Grinch.
Ho, 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 now I've got a machine gun.
Grinch versus the Wet Bandits.
Okay. All right. Martin, you want to lead off?
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with the Grinch. And the reason I'm going to go with the Grinch is because I appreciate that he ended up having a reconciliation and coming.
Oh, you like
and his heart grew
Yeah.
many, many times larger. So
Okay, fair
so
enough.
he, as devious as it gets, because both very similar. They both went around and stole presents
Yeah.
out of everybody's home. So very similar in that aspect. However, one brought them back. And I'm gonna go with the comeback.
I guess we need to explain. The Wet Bandits are the bad guys from the Home Alone movies.
Yeah, so
Correct.
if you're not familiar, Harry and Marv, bad guys from Home Alone who tried to kidnap Kevin McAllister and rob his house, and then chased him to New York and did the same thing.
Exactly.
Also appreciate you having me on camera while I struggled to relight this pipe.
right.
Appreciate that.
That's
Lost
right.
all credibility, and we're back to square one.
You know what? All that's failed is just burn the crap out of it. Okay, whose turn is it?
You can go.
I go. Better. Oh, man, this is tough. So I want to go Wet Bandits because I love Joe Pesci
Oh yeah.
and Daniel Stern. But that's the actors. I feel like it's not fair to vote based on the actor, right? Or is it?
I think we're just going character.
So we're just going character.
Yeah.
So if I had to go character, I'm going to go Grinch because I think he's like the OG. Between these two,
Right.
he's like the OG, Christmas character. And I remember my first time smoking a pipe. That's what Brian Woodman said.
Well, to be fair, it's
It's
really
pretty
my
fair, it is
second.
pretty much a-
So,
And the Grinch has staying power. That's a good point. So I'm going Grinch.
Okay.
So I'm going Grinch. For
Chat
those
seems
reasons.
to be going Grinch.
Well, then it's a clean sweep because as much as I love Harry and Marv, especially
I
at that
love
point
them.
where Marv screams really loud at the bottom of the stairs,
Yes.
or when the pigeons are on him,
Or his foot goes through the nail. And
All right.
Oh
everything.
yeah. As great as they are as Christmas characters,
Yeah.
The Grinch is iconic. Do I think if there was a scenario where they were paired up, I don't feel like it works great for the Grinch because I feel like if they ever got hold of him, maybe they could.
I think they could work him.
They could handle.
He does have the dog.
Best a 10-year-old kid, so I'm not
But
too
they,
sure.
but they can't. They can't handle their own goals. They can't achieve their own goals.
This is all true.
And the Grinch, technically, he won.
He did
it.
win.
He stole everything.
He did.
He did.
He had to
achieved
change
his
his heart,
goal.
but
he
he-
did.
yeah,
Well,
he achieved
Cindy Lou Who couldn't beat him.
Poor
He
girl.
stole. He didn't just break into the McAllister's house, which the Wet Bandits failed. The Grinch stole all of it. He stole the entire Christmas.
Stole all them. So
Even the food.
Yeah. So all right, I guess we're in a
right.
consensus clean sweep.
So
Goes
Grinch-
to the
Clean sweep,
Grinch.
okay.
The Grinch takes
Grinch is out.
round one.
Hey there,
All
California native Ryan. Good to see you. Welcome aboard on the Grams. Good to see you, sir.
All right. Do
Welcome
we
to the
want to do another one, or you want to go on to something else for a bit and come back?
How many do we have?
16. So we have
16?
15 more matches
So I'd
in
say
round
let's
one.
knock out 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Next round. Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh boy.
Ebenezer Scrooge. We're not talking McDuck because that
Right.
would be unfair. We're talking OG Ebenezer
Classic
Scrooge
Ebenezer
against George Bailey. It's a Wonderful Life.
Oof.
A lot of parallels here, folks. A lot of journeys happening in a moment of crisis.
Yeah, both get redeemed. D-Man, you start.
On this one, I'm going Ebenezer Scrooge. I think because, I thought A Christmas Carol is like the original Christmas
Right. It's
thing,
the OG,
right?
yeah.
It's the Christmas story. You got to go with Ebenezer. I think there's some other ones that would probably trounce him, but I think not George Bailey. and It's a Wonderful Life's really not my jam either. So Ebenezer Scrooge all day. What about you? You want to go Chuck?
You want to go, Mark?
All right, I'll go. I think I've got to go Scrooge on this one too, because I mean, just bah humbug. But if you can deal with 3 ghosts, that's pretty impressive.
I like this one, Scrooge, because his name became a description, right?
Right.
Like it invented the Scrooge.
Oh yeah, who said that? That's an excellent point.
That's doing it wrong. Yeah, I agree.
Doing it wrong is doing it right.
Yep.
Wah, wah, wah.
Remix. Wicka. Okay, so it looks like we got everybody agrees Scrooge in the chat too.
Yeah, as much as I would like to say George Bailey, because they both went through a similar
Amazing
thing.
trials,
I will say
yeah.
this. Look, let's give some credit to George Bailey.
4 ghosts, bro.
His was a life or death.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Scrooge was loneliness. Scrooge was dying alone.
Yep.
But he's still rich. You know?
Massively.
Still rich and still living in pure wealth.
The struggle is real.
What did I read somewhere? I don't know if this is true, but this is a side note. Sorry, in between. Somebody did the math, because in the book it says how much he paid. What was his underlings guy?
Bob Cratchit.
Yes, how much he paid Bob Cratchit. And Bob Cratchit's was destitute, and it was like $40,000 a day.
Oh God!
What? Wow.
Inflation.
Yeah, like
Wow.
what the amount that he paid him per week, like if with inflation and times, it was like $40,000 or something, and you're like, okay, well, never mind.
Oh well, yeah, Patrick. We talked about Scrooged with Bill Murray, and
I love Scrooged.
Still doesn't change my answer. So, in fact, it probably just reemphasized my answer.
If you counted Bill Murray,
yeah,
he'd win the whole thing.
yeah, it's a done deal there. One.
Yeah, that was a discussion when we started. It was like, do we allow multiple instances or do we just go OG? And I think it changes if you go with different versions of the character.
I think OG is the right answer though.
But I think and anytime you have multiple versions, going OG is probably the best way to go. Well,
Scrooge has won, but what's your answer, Mark Sutton?
His was Scrooge. Mine was Scrooge too. It was another clean sweep.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Here's where it's going to get fun.
Okay.
And let's do something different on this one. Let's read this one. Let's talk about something else. Let's give chat a couple of minutes to get first input. How's that sound?
Okay.
That works for me.
That way I can get some brownie points for being a pipe smoking failure.
All right.
Need time to relight that pipe.
Which means you're just a pipe smoker.
Exactly.
All right. Clark Griswold of National Lampoon, right?
Oh yes.
Versus Mr. Parker from A Christmas Story. That's Ralphie's dad.
Yeah.
Nice.
Clark Griswold versus Ralphie's dad, Mr. Parker. The Battle of the Papas.
Oh, I really want to talk about this.
All right, so
The Battle of the Dads.
I'm curious to see what everybody.
You want to let it simmer and you can read some jokey jokes?
You want some jokes? We can do some. Oh, all right. We can work on that. All right. God.
Shaving haircut.
What do you? I can't read this.
How do you have dirty Christmas jokes?
How do you look up the jokes and then you find out you can't read them live? Do you pre-read your joke?
No, there's no edit.
I don't even know what it means.
I guess the read
That's my
more is an
problem.
indicator,
All right.
though. Right?
We're skipping it. What? Thank you. What does a man who's had a vasectomy and a Christmas tree have in common?
What?
They both have decorative balls. I'll take it. What did the boy with no arm? No, this. Oh, okay. What did the boy with no arms get for Christmas?
I don't know.
I don't know. He hasn't opened it yet. Yikes! All right.
Somebody's going.
A poor man meets a rich man at Christmas. The poor man asks the rich man. Understood.
Is that what he said?
A little bit.
I mean, it's probably why he's so poor. He's an alcoholic.
Just slightly. The poor man asks the rich man, "What are you getting your wife this Christmas?" The rich man replies, "Diamond earrings and a Mercedes." The poor man asks, "Why are you getting her 2 gifts?" The rich man says, "Well, if she doesn't like the earrings, then she can drive to the store and exchange them." The poor man nods. Okay. And then the rich man asks him, "So what are you getting your wife this year?" The poor man thinks about it for a second, replies, "A pair of slippers and a stuff. The rich man asks, why those two things? The poor man astutely responds, this way, if she doesn't like the slippers, she can go herself.
Golly.
And you wouldn't read the first one.
Yeah.
That makes me really wonder what the first one was.
I bet. Because that one's going to go on for a while. My granddad had my... okay, never mind. All right, a truck driver stopped at a roadside diner for lunch and ordered a cheeseburger, coffee, and a slice of apple pie. As he was about to eat, 3 bikers walked in. One grabbed the trucker's cheeseburger and took a huge bite from it. The second one drank the trucker's coffee, and the third wolfed down his apple pie. The truck driver didn't say a word as he paid the waitress and left. As the waitress walked up, one of the motorcyclists growled, "He ain't much of a man, is he?" "He's not much of a driver either," the waitress replied. "He just backed his 18-wheeler over 3 motorcycles."
Keep catching me lighting my pipe every time. Somebody's in the Christmas
Are you
spirit.
trying to get on camera? Is that what you... I guess the wife's going to hang out next to the D-man.
Now scoot it. Now scoot it. Skirt, skirt.
Let's see. My wife doesn't know this, but I love how this one came up right when my wife comes out. Let's just. All right.
There we go.
So you'll have to pull that. Yeah, you're still good, D. My wife doesn't know this, but I put $1 in an envelope every time we had sex. This is all I'm spending for her Christmas present. So far, she's getting a McChicken. You'd have to pull your mic all the way down, get it under.
I don't know where the headphones are.
I think she'll probably be all right. She's not. They're right there. That's where they're at.
Should hear the music. You're not missing
All
much.
right.
Here, you go in. Let's see. Can you on camera? Oh, hold on.
Well, I mean, you get cheek to cheek. Just scoot up
Cheek
with them.
to cheek. There we go.
There you go.
Oh,
Pull
there
the
we
mic. Pull the mic to you. My wife's getting fresh with the
Whoa.
with the
With the help.
engineer.
Do you know what I love about this is that you can see the wreath that I so carefully hung on the
Yes,
ground.
yes. It's so
It is
it's so
beautiful.
pretty.
Just want to point that
I
out.
like it.
You did a great job,
I
bud.
actually came out, looked at it again. I was like, that's so pretty.
This one said NSFW. right in the title.
Right at the title.
Christmas joke NSFW.
Read more.
A 17-year-old male walks into a drugstore. He says, "I've been invited to Christmas dinner at my new girlfriend's house. Afterwards, I hope there's a chance I get lucky." You know what I mean? The clerk says, how about a little protection? They could come in handy. Here's a pack." The young man, after paying, walks to the door, stops, smiles, comes back. "You know what? The mom was also smoking hot. I think I'll take another pack, just in case I get lucky." Christmas Eve comes around. The boy sits at the dinner table and doesn't say a word. After a while, his girlfriend says, "If I had known you were so quiet, I wouldn't have invited you." The young man replies, "If you had told me your dad works at a drugstore, I wouldn't have come." Nice.
That's good.
I like it.
Nice one.
That one worked out well.
All right.
Very nice.
All right.
What do we got from Chad on this
Seemed like
Clark
it was.
Griswold, Mr. Parker?
I think Griswold won.
For Chad.
I saw one Parker.
Griswold?
I saw a few Griswolds. So
Which one's the Griswold again?
Clark Griswold.
That's the National Lampoon.
Yes, National Lampoon's Christmas.
Don't look at me like I'm an idiot. Just look at me, will you? Okay. Thank you.
And then the other one was Ralphie's dad from Christmas Story.
Right.
You know, I really
Whatever
struggle with this one.
Whatever his
Did
name
you?
is.
Honestly, of a lot of the ones that we have on here, this is the one that I think was the closest for me because they both embody like Christmas dad.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I see my dad in both of those. From, wanting to just be over the top, extravagant, with decorations and
Yes.
having everything be just as big and as Christmased out as it can possibly be, which is probably why I do it. But then the flip side of that with Mr. Parker, like there's so much of him I see in that too, of just like the reserved, Southern guy who doesn't really go out and do stuff, but then like sneaks in that very inappropriate thing,
Yeah.
or is in there constantly messing with the food, just jumping. Like there's that Mr. Parker, probably the more realistic dad of the two.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Than Clark Griswold.
Yes.
Which very over the top,
He's just
a lot
exaggerated
of
version.
Yeah, just a lot of shenanigans. I'm gonna have to disagree with chat. I'm going Mr. Parker.
Oh, you're going Parker?
Yeah, I'm just saying he's the more realistic dad of the two. I see more dads that are like that, and as a Christmas character, I think it's just great. Just curmudgeon-y old guy who has all these little scruples that make him just a silly dude, but then at the end of the day, pops in, makes a Christmas wish come true, you know, and then's just proud to see his kid with the
He
BB
did come
gun.
through with the Red Ryder BB gun.
Did, yeah. So, I'm going Mr. Parker. No disrespect to chat. Just feel like that's the more authentic American Christmas dad of the two.
I am going also with Mr. Parker.
Oh.
Because everybody wants that lamp.
Oh, that's
It
the
is-
one with the lamp.
The leg lamp.
That's
That's
the
right.
leg lamp.
Okay.
It is one of the, I don't, like, look, National Lampoons can put as many Christmas lights up as they want to, but they can't freaking find the switch. All right. Parker had the lamp. He had the leg lamp. They still to this day make replicates.
Yes, there was
replicates
one.
of that
They
lamp.
do. Somebody in our neighborhood had one. They put a picture
One
of it
in
up.
his parents'
So-
neighborhood.
Yeah.
Up in like the upper
Yeah,
story.
yeah. They do
Look,
it.
we talk about like not
It was
just
a major award.
to me. That's a prolonged result. You know, some people call somebody a Scrooge.
Yeah.
Everybody wants that damn leg lamp.
True. I will say, as an aside, my favorite scene. Well, I love the whole movie.
Okay, what's your favorite scene?
I love when he gets the decoder ring finally, and he's so excited. He's in the bathroom, and the mom's pounding the door. They got to use the bathroom. He's trying to figure it out, and it's like just an ad for Ovaltine.
Yeah.
And he's just so heartbroken. You just see in his eyes. He's just like,
He worked
"This
so
sucks."
hard for
Yeah,
it.
He worked so hard for it. Sent away for 8 weeks for that little orphan Annie decoder ring.
Mine
Oh
has
my
got-
gosh, I have that story.
Do you?
Oh no, 100%. When I was a kid, Frosted Flakes had this deal where if you send in a certain number of box tops, you could send those box tops in, and you would get a wall crawling octopus, which was like a little
Oh, yeah, the
gummy
one that, like,
sort of
flips
sticky
down.
thing.
Yeah.
You throw it against the wall
got
and the
you.
wall crawls. And I ate so many freaking Frosted Flakes, and I saved those box tops, and I sent those bad boys in, and I never got it.
Oh,
Never got
no.
it. They like shortly after I sent the box
What's
tops
wrong?
in, they were done. And so I legit, my mom has it in a book, or I guess it's in my baby book or whatever. But I wrote a letter and
Good.
sent in all these box
Good.
tops. Yeah, I wrote a letter and said I sent in these box tops. I never got it. Could you send it to me? And they sent me a letter back, and it's in my little baby thing, and it says to the, in a general sense, it says, "We're sorry you didn't get the wall crawly thing. We don't have any more." And then they sent me like this box of just random stuff. So it was like invisible ink pens and
Oh, nice.
tops and slingshots and all these
Okay.
little
At least
things.
they kind of made it. They kind of made it right for
Yeah.
you.
Now, if you did that today, yeah, I don't know what they'd send you.
Yeah, no, they ain't gonna send you
Probably a
anything.
harshly worded letter.
Yeah.
Like, get over it.
Please don't
Like
contact
how
us.
dare you?
Here's what you get, son: a
Please don't
lesson in
contact us again.
lesson in disappointment.
D,
You
you're
guys have been
leaning
eating
out.
them faster. You
Well,
didn't
you
eat
know,
enough.
Sit next to my wife, Derek.
You didn't eat enough of
You
the
got to scoot.
Frosted
There you go.
Flakes.
Good.
Can't-
It's a cheek to cheek. Think of it like being in band.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's just like being in band. No, don't you scoot out because if it goes to you, it'll.
So,
Yeah, but I'm going with my favorite scene was the car scene, and that's just because my dad always made me
Oh, I
work
know.
on cars with him.
Yep.
So mine was easily the car scene because that's exactly.
oh,
how
so
my
that's
dad
exactly how it
react.
went down with your dad.
And I definitely didn't say fudge.
You know what?
You started, though,
I'm
like,
kind of
all
mad
the
at the
time,
dad
I
for
bet.
ratting out Ralphie about that. He did Ralphie dirty. All right.
All right, D man, it looked like you're the tiebreaker here. I didn't expect us to have a tiebreaker
So
this soon.
I don't think anybody's going to be happy,
Some will be, some won't
but
be.
I will defend myself. It's Clark Griswold all day,
Ah,
and
I
I'll tell you.
figured.
So you guys made some good points, and I started to sway a little bit, but then I had an epiphany. I think Ralphie's dad is more realistic in the fact that that's probably how we'll act in about 20 years when it comes down to it. But Clark Griswold is so passionate about Christmas and his family, and I love the fact that the entire movie just dumps crap on him the whole time, right? Nothing ever goes right. His kids hate him. His wife gives him crap. His in-laws give him crap. The neighbors give him crap. And he just perseveres through the whole thing just because he loves Christmas. You know, his idiot cousin shows up, or brother-in-law, or whoever he is, and everything just like dumps on him the entire time, and he perseveres through it all.
I mean,
and he's got
come on,
he's got the
Hold
single
on.
best monologue of any Christmas movie ever.
All right, I got to push back on you because for one, what the hell his name is? Because now I'm so wrapped up in it. The dad from
Clark Griswold.
Clark Mr.
Parker.
Mr. Parker. First off, the car, the dinner,
Yeah.
you know,
The lamp.
everything. There's like the lamp when it broke. I mean, whoa, you
Shut up.
everything. Like there was perseverance. I mean, first off, he went and got that goose at the Chinese restaurant. Fa ra 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 ra.
No, say it this way. Follow.
But yeah,
I love that
I'm good
scene.
with it.
I love that scene.
I'm good with it.
I love that scene because the mom is like, I think she's really laughing in real life at the situation.
Yeah.
But she's just like having a panic attack. But I mean, when Clark Griswold freaks out, I don't look. Christmas Vacation is my favorite Christmas movie. So it's
look,
always going to be Clark Griswold.
I disagree with it, but I respect it.
I respect it. I'm
They
good
don't
with it.
play, you know, they
Chinese
don't
turkey,
play National
says John
Lampoons on repeat.
Oh, the furnace.
That is true.
Forgot about the
They
furnace.
do. They do play
At my
Christmas
house-
Story on repeat.
At my house, Christmas Vacation is played on repeat.
The furnace. He's a kindred
that's
spirit
right.
with me right now. Wife, talk to your mic real quick so I can do a mic check.
Okay, do a mic check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you barely.
So I think that puts
Yep, I respect it.
Clark Griswold as the winner.
I don't
I'm
agree
sorry.
with it.
I'm sorry I
respect
made
it.
everyone angry.
We'll do it. Nope.
It does make me angry.
Well, yeah, we'll
Mark
fight you
can
later.
relate to the goose. He just went goose shopping.
I did go goose
you
shopping.
get-
That was
yeah,
the most
yeah.
expensive goose I've ever
Y'all
seen.
cooking a goose for
My
Christmas?
mom she's making a German
Is that
Christmas.
a German thing? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Definitely a German
I've
thing.
never had goose before.
I haven't either.
Is it
greasy?
boiled?
Like
Is
duck?
it a boiled goose?
Boiled
No,
goose?
it's made in the oven, just
Yeah.
like a
Okay.
turkey.
It's a big one.
Okay, but is it greasy like duck?
$120.
I don't think so.
$120? I could have gone to the park and shot you up for, got it for free.
Hey, we could have just drove fast through
That's what I was saying.
the lake area.
right out here.
Yeah, I mean, I could have got one. Just hold some bread in my hand and just grab
That's
his
it.
neck and just.
Did I ever tell you about that?
All I can think is
Christmas goose in like
all this
23
Gundam
years.
style.
So when I was a kid, there was
Jacob style.
there's a guy that my dad was friends with, and he has a lake. It's up off of up north from here. I
Shit,
guess
we're
I won't
supposed to take a
make
shot.
this. Oh yeah, go
Oh,
ahead
do I
and
need a
get
shot
that.
glass?
I say off things.
But it's Tidwell Lake, and we go out there and we would go fishing
Oh, mine's
at his little private lake
Yeah, me
and
too.
all that stuff. It was nice. But we're out there one particular day, and my little brother comes through, and there's this goose, and I don't know what
Oh,
this
no, what did
goose's
your brother
problem
do?
was, but he was pissed, and he was not having us on this dock, and he was just going after it. Well, I'm like 8, my little brother's like 4, and this goose just chases us up, like coming up this dock. We run past the goose.
Territorial bastards, aren't they?
They're jerks.
They don't make-
And so we go running up the hill, and I get up, away from it. But my little brother's 4; he's not moving that
Right.
And
fast.
you just
Oh,
left
no.
him behind.
I left him like a son of a gun. Every man for himself at this
The
point.
mic's got a.
Sorry. Yeah.
There you
And
go.
this goose just like bites him on the back.
Oh, no.
And so he reaches back and grabs the goose by the neck.
Oh, really?
The goose is biting him on the arm at this point. He's holding it by the neck. Neither of them's letting go. And they're just
You're
both like
watching.
flaying around. So when you're talking about swinging it by the neck, that's what happened. He was swinging this goose, like trying to get away. And the goose is holding on to him, just biting onto him before my older brother comes in with a big stick, cracks the
It
goose.
was Bitenomics.
Oh, wow. Shut up. That was a stretch.
I love that you were watching the whole time, though.
Are you gonna do 3 on this deal? Oh no, just 2.
I feel like that.
You only
the
got
fact,
2 hands.
The
So.
fact that you were looking at me the whole time, those were.
Pass. Pass. Puff puff pass. That one's mine.
This one's going to be interesting.
This one's for the person that doesn't have to drive home.
Or get up at 7 o'clock in
Get
the
up at
morning.
7 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, what are you getting up so early for?
Got to make brunch. I'm having family over.
Oh, I was gonna say they having ball games this
The
weekend.
dreaded family.
Ooh,
I love my family.
but not that early.
But not that early. They're not gonna be that early. We just gotta start getting brunch ready.
You sure you don't want to go to a restaurant where you have to leave eventually?
Nah, I like being home. Dilly,
Dilly,
Really?
All right, love you guys.
Love you. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Jared.
Merry Christmas.
Ooh, this one smells a little bit sweet too. Woo!
There was something sweet in it.
It was.
It was the sweet embrace of death.
Okay.
That was good.
Somebody's.
That wasn't nearly. I was surprised how sweet that was.
For a bourbon,
Chad
it's
was the-
okay, but
No, it's okay.
Well, it's a
I like
rye. Rye is a bit different
was sweet.
on the mash.
Chad was demanding a recount, so if you want to scroll up, you can recount the votes.
I don't.
Okay, so we're just gonna let Clark
Well,
Griswold rip.
Clark Griswold got it.
He
Chad
might,
can
he
always
might, get, he
scroll
might
up.
get knocked out in the next round.
all right.
Possible. All right. Who we got?
I mean, I would love a recount, but all right. I appreciate it, Chad.
I can't believe y'all both went
Here you
with
go.
the Christmas story.
Well,
Chad, my
blows my
homie.
mind.
Keeping
I'm
it up.
sorry. I can't believe you keep leaning back away from your microphone so nobody can hear you.
Uh-oh.
I don't care.
Slide forward there.
All right.
I don't have any
Got a
round.
little bit of a supernatural battle here.
Okay.
Oh, all right. I'll take
In
Supernatural.
the fourth match, we have Clarence Oddbody, the angel that George Bailey
okay.
encounters.
Okay, so the angel.
You right?
Okay.
Against not one, but the collective ghosts of Christmas,
Oh,
So,
past, present, and future.
and the other guy, what's his name?
I don't know if we'll include Jacob Marley because all he did was really sort of intro them. He's more of the Flava Flav
yeah, and he
of the
fell
ghosts.
apart.
He's still
Yeah.
a ghost.
He was hype man.
Yeah, but he didn't really. I mean, he said this is what's
So,
going to happen to you.
We're gonna
Yeah,
put.
he didn't really do a rap. He just sort of got up
You're
there
correct.
and yelled about
You're
it.
correct. We are going to. Flavor. We're gonna put off cards against Derek because we have some special plan for that. Correct.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I just want to let everybody know. We're not forgetting it.
Unless you just really just want to ask one and go, and that's okay too.
No, because we got to get to the bracket.
Understood.
All right, I'll go first. The right answer is the ghost, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're the OG. You have, and I'm just thinking about I always think about Scrooged when I think about the future ghost. But you know that gigantic Grim Reaper, and he opens up, and it's like all the little skeleton heads.
That's horrific, by the way.
It was
in that
horrific. It
movie.
scared me.
Freaked the hell
When I
out
saw
of
it as a
me.
kid, it
I
scared
was
me.
terrified.
But the ghost in any incarnation are awesome.
The Muppets. Always the Muppets.
Yeah, the Muppets. Yeah, Scrooged. And the OG ghosts, I don't care what it is. They're the best. I mean, like I said, but also It's a Wonderful Life isn't my jam either. So,
Well,
I'm partial.
I'll tell you what. Let's do it this way, and this will put a little exciting spin on it, on who's going to be the tiebreaker.
Okay.
I'm going Clarence.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you what. Number one, Clarence, angel trying to earn his wings, right? The ghosts, you could argue they were just a dream sequence. They weren't actually there. You
Okay.
know? And all that, they were very limited in their powers individually.
That's true.
As a collective, all they did was keep Scrooge from being stingy. They got him to share the wealth.
Okay.
Right? Clarence had to work his rear end off to keep a guy from killing himself. And then at the end, he was rewarded by becoming a full-blown angel with possibly all the powers of the army of God behind him.
Oh,
He
there we go.
probably,
Yeah.
probably just became some supernatural,
Okay.
20th level paladin
that's-
or something, as far
that's
as I
fair.
know. But yeah, earned
That's
his
fair.
wings, kept a guy from killing himself, arguably, but did the same sort of journey all by himself. Didn't need three people.
Okay, fair enough. That's
Didn't
good.
need
That's a
three
good argument.
ghosts.
Not changing my answer, but that's a good argument.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Well, the power of Christ compels you.
To watch the movie?
To watch the
I
movie.
feel like that's a different Christmas movie, but
That's my answer. You go with the angel.
You're going the angel? Okay. So that puts 2, 3.
all right, it's 2-1. So that
I mean,
means that if Chat
It's
goes
Christmas.
with us, yeah,
It's Christmas. You think about the angels, like the angels were present. I mean, like I gotta go angels.
Yeah.
I got like it's
Have
too,
we watched
it's
that
Oh,
too
movie?
much. It's too much angel. No,
You're
Have you watched
you're watching
the
it
movie?
tonight?
Yes.
You're watching it tonight?
no.
all right.
No.
Looks like
I'm not
Chat
have
is
a couple more
the
shots. I'm not watching a movie.
Chat is the tiebreaker
Chat
here.
went unanimously with the ghost.
They went completely.
I'm sorry.
Totally with the ghost.
See,
All right.
I
I'm
say
sorry,
ghost because
guys.
I don't know the other.
I'm sorry, guys.
Well, it's cool. I didn't have a lot of respect for Chat in the first place. They made fun of me for struggling with my pipe.
Chat bashing.
You know,
All right.
they're the worst.
Ghosts of Christmas. Move on to round 2.
Round 2.
Wait, so we made it through the entire first round?
No.
Okay.
We are halfway through first round.
Okay.
We have
we need to pound it out.
We have 4 more matches to go.
That's what she said.
Oh my gosh.
I blame somebody.
All right, I'm gonna start from the bottom here because the top is much better, which is what
Okay.
he
Start
said.
from the bottom.
She said.
Somebody
No.
said.
Somebody said it.
Somebody said
know.
it. I'm trying to get to you so you can read this.
All right, here we go.
thing. Okay, here we go.
In our next matchup, we have Woodford Newton.
Woodford.
Woodford Newton, who is the conductor from
yes.
the Polar
Yes, that's right.
Express.
Okay.
All right.
That is his name.
All
Is
right.
Woodford
I'll take
Newton.
Okay.
Versus Linus Van Pelt from Peanuts. Charlie Brown Christmas.
This is a tough one for Martin because it's like,
No, it's not.
yeah, I know
No, it's
it's
not.
your son versus you.
No, it's not.
I know you're gonna go with Linus.
You love peanuts?
Are you allergic to peanuts?
I didn't know you like
Apparently,
peanuts.
my wife has spoken.
I didn't know you like peanuts that much.
Sorry, he loves the Charlie Brown.
For one,
Nothing wrong with that.
For one, I get, again, the power of Christ compels you. And Linus does at the end because he lets Charlie Brown know
He does. He breaks it down
that
for him.
it's much more than just the lights and glamour and gifts. There's an overarching reason to have goodwill to all men, women, and so on.
This is also
so-
the first time that I knew that his last name was Von Pelt.
And Linus would whoop your ass with his little blue blanket.
Oh, did you ever get snapped with a towel like real bad? Like leave
I do it
well,
all.
Yeah.
He
I
does
got
it
a
to
well.
us all the time. He thinks it's the funniest thing.
I think
What you do
Martin
is you
snapped
let
me
a-
with a towel one
I
time.
think y'all go snap Martin some because I can't figure it out.
You let a towel. Well, what you do is you let a towel get like you use it a lot, and you let it get real flimsy where it's not really good
so
as a
it's
towel
raggedy at the
anymore.
end?
Yeah, yeah.
It's got a
And then
little
you
sharp
snap 'em
point.
with that.
Yeah.
You
I
want to know
have
what
one
my
of those.
You want to know what my secret weapon is on the towel snap? I wet the last
Just
4
the
inches
tip.
of it.
Yeah, just the tip.
So it's got a little bit of a counterweight.
So it's got weight, and then that wetness just
Yeah.
sucks right
Oh, you
onto
just
it.
want to the
Forms
tip
up.
needs to get wet. That's
Yep.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm down.
Just the tip.
Just
Well, so we know Martin's answer. Derwood?
I'm as much as I like Polar Express, and I think the conductor has a strong argument. Technically, you could make the argument that the conductor is also Santa Claus, and he's
the
also a
hobo.
homeless guy.
He's a
You know, the
hobo.
hobo guy,
And
you
his
know?
dad.
So maybe that
I thought
balances
it was
out.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah, it was Tom Hanks.
Okay.
But and as much as I love Forrest Gump, you know, you think Tom Hanks would get some points. But Linus, quite honestly, the ultimate mic drop moment, is it not?
Yeah,
Literally,
legit.
everybody else is out there just losing their minds, getting crazy, getting caught up in the commercialism of Christmas. Charlie Brown's having a crisis of faith and just doesn't know. And then Linus just steps right up.
Lights.
Yeah, just gets a spotlight. Just walks right out there, lays the smack down, and then just mic drops and walks off.
Yep.
And puts everybody in their place and saves Christmas.
Well,
So, Linus Van Pelt for me.
I'm going to make it easy, unanimous. It's Linus.
I gotta go Linus. I gotta
I've
go Peanuts.
never seen Polar Express.
What?
It's
But
good.
even if
It's
I
great.
had, it would still be Linus.
It's good.
I mean, Peanuts. I mean, that's like saying the Grinch, right? I mean, they're the OGs.
It's just so good.
So easy.
But
Chad
if it
agreed.
were Halloween, I'd probably still pick
Nice.
something in Peanuts too. Just one of those things.
All right, here's a fun one.
Yep.
Buddy the Elf
Okay,
from Elf.
from Elf, correct?
You know, recent classic. I say recent. It's probably like 20 years old.
It is 20 years
is.
old.
Is it really?
Yeah. This year is the 20th anniversary of Elf.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you feel
But-
old now?
Yeah.
You know, more.
Yeah, Will Ferrell was
we'll
like
say-
35 when that movie
I just
came
felt
out.
old when I realized earlier how long it's been since I had a Christmas goose because that's how long I've been here.
This is
kinda want a
probably
Christmas
the
goose.
most recent
is true, Chad.
character on this list.
Okay.
How about that? Yeah.
So
So
Buddy
Buddy
versus-
the Elf versus, and I may be saying this last name wrong, Willie Soak. Who you may be saying, who's that? Bad Santa.
Oh,
no.
Buddy the Elf.
Oh,
The
my gosh.
ultimate optimistic
right
Christmas person.
This is the
versus
ultimate
Bad
best.
This is
Santa.
the hardest lineup for me.
No.
Buddy the Elf versus Bad Santa.
Only one has Christmas
All right,
spirit.
go. Do you want me to
One
go
drink,
so
a
that
bunch
way
of
you can
spirits.
stew on it?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with the Elf. No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go with Santa. Yeah.
You're going with Santa.
Bad Santa?
Yeah,
You're going Bad
I gotta
Santa.
go Bad Santa because if you're gonna be a bad Santa, And that just makes me think of when you talk about the bad seed. Bad Santa, that's what it is. Like, that's about as bad as it gets.
Well, Buddy's winning by 1 point on chat.
That's okay.
You want to go?
I'm not hating it.
Oh, Buddy,
I'm
Buddy's
with
pulling
chat.
ahead.
As much as I trashed him a little bit ago, I'm going to redeem myself and get back in their good graces. Yeah, I feel like it's Buddy. I feel like look, both of these movies are classics to me.
Sure.
Yeah.
Bad Santa, not for everybody.
No.
Literally just
sure.
for the grown-ups. And there's so many quotable things in there that I couldn't even say on YouTube. Like,
No, there's so much stuff in there.
you know,
Right.
one about walking straight for a week. That's probably my favorite.
baby.
You won't shit right for a week.
Yeah, that's
not even walking straight. It's worse than that.
I was trying to put a different spin on
Somebody
it.
just put it in chat, so I had to read it out.
Okay, yeah. But
Love
with
it.
that, with that, Joe, sorry, couldn't help it. It's low hanging fruit. But with that said, my gosh, Elf, what a barnstormer that was as a Christmas classic. You know, introduced us to the uber hipster Zoe Deschanel, but became just quite the Christmas classic. That literally, I went to Huey Louie's. You know,
Nice.
at a taco place not that long ago. And
Nice.
The entire restaurant was decked out
And Buddy?
in Buddy, yeah, and Elf. So,
Golly.
as much
Okay.
as I like Bad Santa, as funny as that is, you know, that's clearly Buddy for me.
All right, D.
Golly.
He's got to roll the dice.
So I'm gonna talk my way through it. So Elf is a classic in my household, right? We watch it every year. Kids love it. It's like the wife's one of her favorite Christmas movies. Probably her favorite Christmas movie. I love it. I love Buddy. I think if Buddy had been pitted against any of these other characters besides Clark Griswold, he probably would have won. But Bad Santa just holds like such a special place in my heart. Just because
Derek going against Chad.
Just because he's I don't know, he's
such
a bad
Santa. Yes.
person, right? And he gets, and I like the way the movie goes because he gets redeemed at
What are
the
you,
end.
stupid?
Because he's redeemed at the end, but he's still just a bad person, right? So he gets a redemption arc, but you're like, he still kind of sucks. But when I walked in here today, the first thing I said to Martin, because I think Chuck Durwood was out of the room, was, what's the Friday Night Playhouse?
Right.
And I said, I've got one that I want to do, and it was from Bad Santa. And he just does so many good lines.
Right.
And he has such a good story. It's got to be Bad Santa.
Bad Santa.
So it's 2-1.
I think Buddy won 2.
Yeah, Buddy was in the chat.
So
that's a 3 to 2.
Bad Santa?
No, because we get 1 apiece. Chat gets 2, right?
Yeah, Chad gets 2.
That's right. We lost.
So we lost.
Buddy. But I don't feel bad about it.
Well, I'm glad to have you on board because I've been losing the whole time over here.
I don't feel bad about it because Buddy's a great
Should we have
character.
kept up with who's? We should have done it like a pot. So
Now,
that way, like, we see who
if you have
wins.
not seen Bad Santa, as long as you're over the age of 21, watch it. Don't
That's
let
great.
anybody else. I will say it
That's
holds
great.
a place in my heart because I think it was John Ritter's last movie, and I love him as an actor, and he was so good in that movie.
Right.
He was like that little weak, swarmy like assistant manager in the
I love
mall,
John Ritter.
and he was just like dude, like what's his name? Billy Bob Thornton. He just ran all over him. I love it, and it's got the little person. As
Is that what you want to call him?
That's what they're called, little people.
Well, he was in Buddy. He was in Elf too, wasn't
Oh,
he?
that's right, he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guy's so good. That whole movie, I'm gonna go home and watch Bad Santa. now.
Maybe he should have won.
I'm gonna let my kids watch Bad Santa.
That's so
Right.
funny that
No.
you mentioned John Ritter because he that popped up on my YouTube feed the other day was the last episode he did of what is it? Something about dating my teenage
Eight Simple-
daughter.
yeah,
Eight
Dating My
Simple
Teenage-
Rules. And then the episode after he passed away from a heart attack. And that's so funny because I remember being younger when he passed away and he wasn't any big deal or anything in terms of he wasn't my favorite actor or anything like that.
Yeah.
But it was just one of those rare occasions where you got somebody that is so beloved to everybody that when he passed away, I was sad. I was like, oh, the guy from Three's Company, the guy from Eight Simple Rules. John Ritter, that's a top-notch guy. Shout out John Ritter.
John Ritter.
Pour one out from homie there.
I'll tell you my John Ritter story. I never knew. I was too young for
We
Three's
are
Company.
never getting through this bracket.
Nope. I was too young to know for Three's Company.
We pulled what the NCAA should have done with football, and we see why there's so much pain.
So
Go ahead.
when I was probably 10 years old, I was watching late night TV. They used to have this thing called USA Up All Night.
Yeah, I remember that.
I
USA
remember that. Yeah.
And they play these old B movie sexcapade movies,
Yes.
But of course everything was edited out. But you're a kid, so you still want to see some
Yes.
some bikini chicks.
Like Zombeaver.
Yeah, exactly. So you'd watch this. They played. I had no idea.
don't know what they're talking
I don't even know the name of the movie, but this scene has been seared in my mind for my entire life, and it cracks me up every time
Maybe
I think about
Chad gets it.
Oh, Chad will know it. So it's a John Ritter movie, and it's him and this other guy are fighting against this woman. But the scene, I can't remember. Somehow they both end up in a room, and they're going to have relations with a lady, and so they're wearing protection, so to speak, but it's glow in the dark. So what happens is,
So you saw a bunch of Schwartz
like
flying
you
around?
like
you didn't see any, obviously they don't show nudity, but in the scene the lights go off, and the only thing you see are two
Dongs.
cinch
Glowing
lightsabers,
dongs.
and so they're just running around the room, and you just see that as they're fighting, and all you see is their lightsabers just flopping around everywhere.
God.
For some reason, it killed me.
Who wants to play swords?
I mean, of course, I was 11 years old. I thought it was the funniest thing in the world. So somebody knows this movie, but it's an old 80s B movie. And it was, you know what, worth it. Anyways,
Don't try to retaliate. Don't retaliate.
Oh, buddy. Okay, let's do the next one.
I was just going to bring up how he was great in It, but your story is way better than mine.
I think about that scene at least once a week. I don't care what that says.
Yeah, as you're going to
Did you ever
sleep.
get cold?
I like to see glow in the dark dongs.
Oh, yes.
My name is Derek. I have an addiction.
All right.
I'm gonna have to ask your wife if you ever get glow in the dark.
What's the next one?
All right. So next we have a battle of the claymation.
Oh.
Okay, here we go.
I
Right up
guess.
my alley.
The animation. We have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Classic.
The Bill Raskin one, right?
And I bet some of you are thinking, oh, that's against Frosty. No.
Oh.
Oh,
Had to go with my little shout out to my children's. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer versus Jack Skellington.
Oh.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Dang it, you made it hard.
Man.
Okay.
I don't think I've seen a Nightmare Before.
Rudolph classic.
That's a great
Classic and claymation
We are
type
going to watch
movie.
that one. Not tonight.
Gets
You never
played
seen-
all the
you never
time.
seen Rudolph?
You've never
I've seen
seen
Rudolph, but not the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh my gosh.
That's a great movie.
I personally go in Jack Skellington.
What?
As much as I love Rudolph,
Okay.
Rudolph ain't nothing. Like, what's he
has
gonna
a
do? He's
very
got a red
shiny
nose.
nose.
Yeah,
It's
he does.
shiny.
What does he do? He leads the way. He's a headlight.
But if you ever saw
I
him,
can go to AutoZone and get a headlight. It's no big deal.
But it was like George
Freaking Jack
Washington.
Skellington. Jack Skellington crosses 2 holidays.
You're right.
Jack Skellington that's the one decoration you can put up at Halloween, leave it all the way through Thanksgiving, go straight into Christmas, still relevant.
But did he bring you your presents? Like,
Hold on.
with his
Hey,
note?
let him.
you probably need to watch the movie.
I know.
You need to watch the
I'm
movie.
gonna fight you.
You need to calm down.
Jack Skellington, just such a, for me, really just a weird. Granted, my kids love it. They could give 2 craps about Rudolph because the animation style is
It's a little dated.
old. It's outdated. It's great for us because it's
Yeah.
a classic. We grew up on it.
Yep.
But Jack Skellington, top notch story. Guy who's tired of Halloween, decides he wants to explore out, goes out and sees Christmas land, decides, I'm going to kidnap Santa Claus and become Santa Claus and bring Christmas to Halloween Town and tries to put Christmas in there. It's just a great story. Awesome little concept mixing Halloween and Christmas. Really saved me a lot of money on decorations.
All right, I'm gonna go next because this was tough, and I was going one way. I thought it was Rudolph, but then I thought, man, if we're talking about characters, Jack Skellington's a way better character than Rudolph, right? Rudolph just, he does his thing. Maybe it's just, it's an old story, so it's simple. But Jack Skellington, I think, is a much better character. That's tough. I don't know. So I'm going Skellington. And I wanted to go next because I was reading chat, and chat said Rudolph. So that puts it 2 versus 2. So that makes Martin the tiebreaker. And I wanted to
snap.
I wanted to put the pressure on him.
Oh, it's no pressure.
Oh, okay.
0.
Oh.
It's Rudolph all day.
Oh!
Here's why it's Rudolph
I
all
knew
day.
you'd go Rudolph.
Because Jack Skellington is a bitch who can't do his job.
Whoa!
He had a midlife crisis. Questioning his entire existence.
Wow.
And you know what? He decided to get out of his lane. That was his problem. He got out of his lane, and Santa still had to come in and save his ass.
Okay.
But
Which movie has the Oogie Boogie Man?
But Rudolph.
Oogie Boogie Man.
You know what? Here's what you should have done. You should have done Oogie Boogie versus the Abominable Snowman. But
Snowman
regardless,
wins on that one.
Rudolph saved Christmas.
All right, fair enough.
I gotta go with the
make
hero
the
on this
argument
one.
that he said Jack saved Halloween and Christmas
Correct.
because Oogie Boogie got a hold of Santa.
Because of Jack.
It's got
That's
a
true.
streak.
That's true. Okay.
He's the one that captured
I
Santa.
think that you're all wrong and you all suck, but I'll go ahead and agree with it.
Rudolph took that
Chad, we
one.
won one.
Rudolph took that one.
Yay.
Good job.
You know, the funny
All
thing
right.
is, none of these for me are really like childhood Christmas movies. Most of them I've seen as an adult. My childhood Christmas movie is Augusta the Christmas Goose.
So y'all have a movie about a goose and then you eat the damn thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
God, it's twisted.
Well,
it's like a Halloween movie.
Hey, it's so funny that you mentioned the Christmas goose because our next battle does not have a Christmas goose.
Oh, all right, there we go.
Quite honestly,
What's the German guy from The Office they have?
No, I was thinking Augustus from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yes. No, what's the
Augustus, stop
Augustus.
drinking that chocolate.
Reichenbach? Who's the guy from the White talks about in The Office, the Christmas character?
From the Beet Farm? I don't know.
No, he has a whole thing he wants to.
I'll
Somebody in
have to
chat
do it.
knows it.
Plus,
I
you
was curious if it was like a Dutch Christmas or if it was a
Bumble
German thing.
Bumble sink. Yes.
all right. This was a tough one for me because I really felt like this could have been the finals.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
But to be a jerk, I put it in round 1.
Sounds like it.
And this is straight from a boy Tony.
Slash, I ran out of ideas.
Ralphie Parker.
Oh, Ralphie.
Ralphie.
You should have gone Ralphie.
Yeah.
versus
Christmas
his dad.
Story
Yep, the little one.
versus Kevin McAllister.
Oh my god! Like 2 number 1 seeds right off the bat.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
Golly.
Oh, that's awful because that's one of those horrible elimination brackets that you're like, wait a minute,
It's like
we could
Rosemary's
whoop
Baby up in
so
here.
many people's asses.
Quite honestly, yeah. Like in
Not Rosemary's
a
Baby,
perfect
Sophie's
in a
Choice.
different scenario, either of these guys win.
Sophie's Choice.
So I had to eliminate one of them early,
No, you're right.
and it's hard to do.
Yeah, but
only watched
if this
one
had been the
of
final round, though,
You've watched both of
No, I
these.
watched both. I don't remember Ralphie nearly as much as I remember Kevin McAllister because
I know.
I watched that as a child because they
so
dubbed that into
question.
German. I don't know if they dubbed the other one.
Question:
Yep.
Can we? Is it Kevin McAllister from Home Alone 1
One.
only,
Yeah, just
or is it
No,
Kevin McAllister?
It's Kevin
You can do them all
McAllister
up.
as a character.
yeah.
So that's 1
So
and 2.
however you feel it.
All right, so
But
this is not.
technically, that could also be.
But you have
I just
not
want
seen
you to
the
know
new Christmas.
that
You have not seen the new Christmas
the Trump
story.
thinks that it's always going to be. It's always going to be Kevin McAllister, okay? Because I gave him good words of advice.
I just
up
want to
in my
make sure
tower,
that we
We
okay?
really want that
clarify
Lego set for the Home
that
Alone
it's
house.
Macaulay Culkin, Kevin
Yeah,
McAllister.
correct. Yeah, none of the
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
bullcrap
All right,
ones.
so it can be Home Alone 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about any of the spin-offs that went straight to DVD. We're
Have
talking
you
about.
seen? You haven't seen the new Christmas story.
I
Have
haven't
you
seen the new Christmas story.
What's up there, Ray Miller?
That would probably okay.
Welcome aboard, Ray.
I've got Ralphie, Kevin, Ralphie, Kevin.
Well, before
I
we
think
throw
so.
out results, let's just. This one I actually want to argue about for a little bit before anybody casts their vote because I feel like there's a lot of fun debate to be had here.
Ralphie did shoot his eye out.
He did shoot his eye out.
He's a punk bitch.
Wow. Contrary, Ralphie did not shoot his eye out.
Shot his glasses.
No. An icicle fell down and hit him in the face.
But he didn't shoot somebody
yeah,
else.
That's what he said. Because he's a dirty ass liar.
Well, it's not like
Where's
Kevin
the whole
McAllister is winning on the ethics battle either.
No, yeah.
Right.
He did wish his entire family to die.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he watched
so-
mobster movies all the time. The little dirty bastard.
I did like that one.
That's a great point. He wished his whole family was dead. When they
Yeah.
were gone,
He was happy
his
about it.
initial reaction was to celebrate.
Yeah,
He was,
But
a,
you were
excited.
he was a
assholes
bad
to him.
person. No, he shot himself,
yeah. He stepped on his
and then he
glasses.
stepped on his glasses. He still shot
It was
himself.
an icicle.
Can I say that I did that exact same thing when I got my BB gun?
That's great.
I was at Mom's house, and I got a BB gun, and I went outside and I shot it. And the first thing it did was it shot me right in the glasses.
It ricocheted back.
Wow.
Ricocheted like.
What
first-
did you shoot? Something 2 feet away?
It was the garage. And it was probably about 6 feet away because I was a dumbass 6-year-old, and I shot it hit me in the glasses.
I'm
Thank
very
God you had
shocked that
glasses
we
on.
have a very similar story because I did the same thing. It didn't hit me in the glasses, and it didn't hit me in the face, but I intentionally went out and set up in front of a stop sign just to be an idiot, just because I'm like, it won't happen.
Yeah.
And I shot it with not a BB gun, but a pellet gun.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mine
it was
pellet
BB
gun.
in a
Yeah,
pellet gun.
mine was a BB in a
Because
pellet
it was
gun.
one of those BB
Was it a
pellet
bullet pump?
combos.
It gets all
Yeah,
the
cranked
pressure?
it up.
Dude, it was
yeah.
yeah.
And
Ooh.
I shot that thing, I lit it up, and it hit me right beside my right titty. And that just hurt so bad. And I thought to myself, boy, I'm glad I didn't shoot my eye out. That was my initial reaction.
Sure. Yeah.
So what's tough about this one is that
Ethan sucks.
Do it.
both of them iconic Christmas characters.
Yeah.
Ralphie gets played
This one's a little mixed.
on
slightly.
repeat. Yeah, this is the tough one.
He does
All
get,
right.
yeah, he does get played.
But if you put up between the two of them, Ralphie's just a spoiled ass little kid.
Leaves.
Ralphie?
All right. Yeah, he wants his BB gun. He does a lot of little weird underhanded stuff. He's just doing his thing. He's messing with his brother. And then he beats the ever living
Yeah,
hell
he
out of
does
the
beat
kid
Farkas
Right.
like
with
his
his
dad.
1960s repressed white boy rage.
It does beat your
Wow.
dad.
Beat
Like
Farkas.
blind rage.
Yeah. Kevin just defending his house. He's
Okay.
practicing his
all right?
God-given American rights to defend his house.
And wish his family dead.
No, well, yeah. But then he learns a valuable lesson at the end.
Yeah.
However, Kevin! Well, and hey, let's give this, for example, too. What if Ralphie came at Kevin? What if Ralphie was in a blood red rage and he came at Kevin? Well, there's a lot of traps.
Well, if there's a little pool of ice anywhere, he's gonna whoop Kevin's ass.
Well, that's
But
true.
first,
Because,
Kevin's gonna shoot him with a BB gun.
No, Kevin's gonna fall because he falls on anything slippery.
yeah, he did knock himself out in Home Alone 2.
Every time he's falling on something slippery.
But hey, on to Kevin's point though, he did make an accurate shot right to the ding dong with a BB gun.
Right.
Oh,
to
He
the,
didn't
that's
shoot
right.
his eye out.
right to the balls.
Didn't
Plus,
shoot his eye out.
Like, I mean, his family forgot about him. They went on vacation and just like left him. That's sad.
What a little
Twice.
bastard you are. If your family is like,
Or your family is
wow.
just a bunch of assholes.
They're like, oh, this trip is so good. I've forgotten about all the bad
Yeah.
things I left behind. Oh, wait.
That one little kid that pees the bed all the time.
because it's not like he lives in a house where a furnace goes out or dogs destroy.
But look,
Christmas
obviously,
dinner.
obviously Kevin was the 1%. We all know that. We
That's
saw
true.
that house.
Man, that house.
That house has a Lego
Dad's
set.
taking
I
the
really want the
entire
Lego
family
set.
on vacation to Paris. Come on, what's going on?
Yeah.
He's obviously 1%er.
Yeah,
Otherwise, Ralphie's getting rah 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 rah. Okay.
So you fought. What's the answer?
It honestly was super, super hard.
Okay.
It was really tough to figure these out. And it's quite honestly,
You got to roll for it.
I feel like it's Kevin,
God.
but I also feel like, come on, Ralphie gets played on Christmas. Home Alone does not get played on repeat on Christmas.
true. That is
Christmas
true.
Story does.
Yes.
However, for my house, that's the dividing line. Is my personal experience. It's Kevin McAllister.
Okay.
Wow. All right. One for Kevin on that one.
Okay. Kevin gets an air horn.
Felt like hearing it.
Do you want
What's
to go
Ralphie
next?
get?
You want me to go next?
You go next, or I can go, whichever you want.
I'll go. All right. So
What's the chat got? I think chat's mostly.
that
on,
was like torn. You have to go back. You have to go back and count it.
That's what I want to see. I wish I had chat in front of me because I want to read some of the arguments as to why one is better than the other.
Somebody changed their based on Scott Farkas. Somebody changed their answer. So my answer is a little bit complex, but I'll get through it quickly. If we were going on Home Alone 1 and A Christmas Story, I'd probably pick Kevin McAllister because like you said, it's a favorite in my household. It's my kid's favorite movie. I love the damage he does to the Wet Bandits. But I saw the second Christmas Story, not the second, A Christmas Story. Oh, no, A Christmas Story Christmas. Anyways, it's basically it's the same actor that played the kid, and he's grown up. And spoiler alert, he goes back to home for some reasons. Takes place in like the 70s. He's a writer. He goes home to be with his mom, and he's got kids of his own. And the story like really plays out, and it's a great character like piece, about like kind of how he's grown up, and basically it gives the reason like how he wrote the story about his childhood and everything. And if that movie had never come out, I would have been Kevin McAllister. But having seen that movie and seen the character of him as a grown up and all the stuff he's gone through, I'm going Ralphie all day long. And only because I've seen that second movie.
Wow. Yeah.
So I highly recommend the second movie if nobody's ever seen it.
I don't feel like there's a wrong answer here.
And it just came out. It's
except
great.
for whatever's not what I said.
And also Ralphie was in Elf too.
It's true.
He was an elf.
I'm going to buck the dice, and I'm going to go Ralphie. The dice wanted Kevin. I'm going Ralphie.
Oh.
And I'm going Ralphie.
Why are you going Ralphie?
Because Ralphie didn't set no traps. He whooped that ass.
Farkas?
Now, if Kevin would have came out with a bat and just whooped the hell out of some little water bandits,
can I interject something?
I've been all day.
Just maybe let me see if I can sway your vote.
Okay,
all right.
Fair enough.
Ralphie whooped that butt. But what does Kevin have in his back pocket that Ralphie does not in case things go bad?
He's rich.
That ain't in his back pocket. That's
No, it's in his front pocket, obviously.
He's got Old Man with a Shovel and Bird Lady.
I get
That's
it.
true. Yeah, he does have the sidekicks.
Yeah, he's got sidekicks.
But that can be said that
and
if
the
he
guy
didn't
that
have
says
those,
turtle doves.
But if he didn't have, but if he
Turtle
didn't,
doves.
So he got bird flu because she had shit all over her.
No.
How nasty was that lady?
I'll say this: if he didn't have Shovel Guy and Bird Lady, he would have been toast.
Toast.
They saved the day.
And he
they should have been
reunited.
in the damn running for this thing.
He reunited Old Man with his family.
Well, that's because he had to stop being a bitter old man because he was bitter about his own family, wishing them dead.
And he gave Bird Lady, who was super sad, a turtle dove so that they would always be friends.
Right. And he could have given her a home. He's rich.
He did run up a $900 bill though in that hotel room.
That's true.
She didn't have a home.
And that movie had Tim Curry.
It did have Tim Curry and Donald Trump.
Yep. And Donald Trump does like the McAllister, but unfortunately I don't get a vote.
So Steve,
Okay,
it's
so
called
chat.
it's the new one that came out like last year. Don't look up like Christmas Story
Hold on.
2. That's bull.
I got to refresh.
So we need to figure out what's going on because that's
This
the
is
title.
100% on chat. Chat is the tiebreaker here.
So if chat
If goes with you guys,
I got
you
to
win.
drop the hub, bringing the hub back.
I don't know what you just said. What that meant.
I don't know.
Oh,
I
is,
think it's
we
Kevin
on a super
McAllister
delay or
and
something?
Michael
Yeah,
Jackson.
it's flickering and acting the fool right now.
Okay.
So 1 second.
60% of the
I know. What the hell is that? Is that it? Camera hub.
I think Ralphie took it. I'm
What
sorry.
camera hub?
You know what? It would have been Kevin if it wasn't.
Oh, great. You don't agree with me. You kicked me out.
No, I'm not bringing you
Kicked
back.
me off camera.
Bring
Wow.
it back.
Sorry.
I see how it is. I come over here and decorate for Christmas, and you kick me right in the balls.
Sorry. We go. Oh, you back? All right, we'll go back. Go ahead. It's not game. It's 3-way.
Nope, I'm still delayed.
No. You, oh.
Nope. Yep. Yep. Mars.
All right, we're back. We're back.
We're back. You're good. You're good.
That was the easiest
Good.
fix I've ever done.
I think
It's still a little behind, but it's
Ralphie.
It looks pretty good.
Shots. Troy.
Ralphie.
Chad.
So far,
Ralphie. Oh, Ralphie did have that rhinestone cowboy fit though.
so far,
He
it
looked
seems
good.
like Kevin got it on the chat.
Oh, Kevin got it.
Kevin got it on the chat.
So
According
what's
to
that?
my count,
2, 3. Kevin won.
Kevin won.
Fair
Thank
enough.
you, Chad.
Yep.
Chad, I won't forget this. I will learn to smoke a pipe. I promise.
At this job.
All right, D.
I'm not a sore. I'm
All
not a
right,
sore loser.
D20.
God, we're going D20?
Yep, round one
It's
is done. Let me
10:45.
organize the bracket, and we will hit round two.
Derek has to be up in 30 minutes.
I like that you actually got close to the mic for once, just to announce that one thing.
We're gonna make some hash brown casserole.
My brother-in-law is bringing hashish. No,
Hashish?
Ty, this is a disaster.
Like South Carolina hash or like hash? Oh, right.
All right, you can pour the shots while I'm talking.
I thought we were going to get away from that. Oh, boy.
So this is going to be a different. Thought we got away from it. I want to do a splash of rum.
Yeah,
Can I do that?
The bamboo, Martin's gift that's almost gone.
Can you splash
The
me?
bamboo.
I got a little bit of water in here, but it's cold, so I just want you to do me a little splash.
That's quite honestly the best way, man. Then it just tastes like
I'll
juice.
tell you right now, he'll
I
splash
want
you.
to try it.
The wife would like
Got a little,
Yeah,
like a
here you go.
got a little rummy rum.
little splashy. I'll stick to the freaking bourbon because
Everybody that has stuck through this long is probably
Grown-ass
going to leave
man.
after this. So listen, everybody, shut up.
Wow. God.
No, so as a midlife crisis averting white male, I've decided. No, so my hobbies growing up was, video games, reading. I love movies, which I talk about all that here. But as I needed something that was a little bit different, right? So I spent
So
some
we tried
time.
to get him on 7 days a day.
Yeah, yes. Well, that's a video game. Like I said, I'm trying to find something that's
With
not a
his
video
friends.
game. Yes, I will play it with you.
Did you take up painting?
I took up painting.
Yeah.
In a way.
In the nude.
So I have always loved science fiction, and I've always loved the lore around Warhammer. So this is going to be a little bit of a Warhammer 40,000 thing. If you don't know what that is, it is a science fiction based tabletop game, right? So I love gaming, I love video games, I love sci-fi. So it hits all and I love the lore specific to Warhammer. The books. There's tons of books, but it's a game and it's massive and it's a little bit overwhelming. So I've never really gotten into it.
2 hours later.
I hate all of you guys. So I decided to. Chat comes through always. So I decided to dip my toe in, right? And my kids are of the age now where they can help and I can play with them. But damn, it's like a massive undertaking, right?
It's crazy.
So work gave me a gift card for Christmas, and I was like, what the hell am I going to spend this gift card on? Something on myself. I think the one last year, I think I kept it for 6 months and ended up using it for groceries. So I was like, this year I'm going to use it on myself. So the 10th edition of Warhammer 40,000 just came out.
Right.
And when they do, they always put out a giant box. And it's got 2 armies in it, and it's got the core rules, and it's got a bunch of other stuff. So essentially, you take all of these pieces, they're like almost like Legos, you put them together, and you paint them, and you end up with 2 giant armies, and then you can battle each other. So I wanted to do this with my kids, so I started. And if anybody in this damn chat has played Warhammer 40,000 or paints miniatures or has anything you could do to help me out, I would greatly appreciate it because it is very daunting. It is fun though. I like it's relaxing. I set myself up a little workstation. I put the guys together.
It's like people that fly fish. It's like fly ties and stuff.
Yeah. I've got like a little magnifying glass. I bought some paints. I bought the paintbrushes, and I painted some. The first one took me about a few days because I was trying to learn how to do it. And I think you have some miniature experience, don't you? Did you paint them?
No, I didn't paint them.
Okay, so
I did have some 3D printed.
Nice.
It was Hero Quest, right?
Yeah, for Hero Quest. Yeah, I still have my original Hero Quest. And,
So, anyways, the game is like super involved, but it's everything that I love. There's a ton of different armies. It is a muddy sink like you would not believe.
Yeah.
These things are not cheap, but they're so freaking cool. And I love it. I sit at the dinner table and I paint, and I got my magnifying glass because I'm blind, so I can see it. So anyway, I painted one completely. I'm working on all the other ones. I've got like 400 I've got to paint because I've got the big S set. But I was pretty proud of myself. He came out pretty good. So check him out. So I'm going to hold him up to the camera. This is my first Space Marine that I painted.
Oh, that's cool.
Right?
Pretty good.
So came out pretty good. It's got a little bit of imperfections there, and is not like a professional, the painted guy. But if anybody has any tips or there you go, any so the game I can learn, I'm not really worried about that. If anybody has any painting tips or suggestions or anything, yeah, you know, you can spray paint it. People airbrush them. I watch videos and stuff. Or if anybody plays the game and they have any suggestions, I love it. But
so my tip would be
into it.
brushes.
As far as like quality of the brushes?
Brushes for sure. The second thing that I'll tell you is there's a and I forget who did this. It might have been the guy that was on the guy that used to paint all the time on TV all the time.
Bob Ross?
Bob Ross.
We got to do the Bob Ross like painting, like wine
I agree with
thing.
that.
Yes. Anyway, go on.
So one of the forms of painting to do, because I've looked into this as well with some miniatures, is once you're done with him, you want to add some extra effect to him, as if he's like a little rusted or a little beat up or something like that, like his feet and stuff. And the way you do this is my tip, is you get your paintbrush and you get your paint on it, and then you completely take all that paint off.
Dry brushing, yes.
So then
I've seen this.
you hit some dry brush, just like on the knees down, and do
Just
it
get
like a
some
little dark,
shading and
like a
some
brown or
variation.
gray, and you can give them a kind of like worn, dusted look with that. And so the dry brushing is probably will make it, for one, it makes them pop.
Yep.
It really brings out everything on them. Two, it gives them that lifelike feel.
I'll do it. I'll learn it.
That was
Like I
mine.
said,
So the dry brushing for sure.
I mean, look, I've got so many miniatures to paint and put together that I'm sure I'll only get better.
Well, a good way to practice the dry brushing is to do it on a miniature you haven't started, because you're going to paint over them anyways. So find where you like the dry brushing on a miniature. So have a test miniature and have one where you can work on him a little bit, and then like do some of your effects just on him, because you're gonna paint that solid later anyways. So you're gonna go solid coat, then you're gonna go effects
I know what you're saying.
coat.
Yeah, just use one. They also make, and I've seen this. I don't have any of the paint, but they make contrast paint. So it's really
cool.
it's really thin. And so essentially you buy you get like a dark color and you put it in the raised areas. Essentially what you're saying.
Right.
And it soaks into like the recesses to give like some of the raised stuff that. But anyways, I kind of, I wanted to bring this up because one, it's a new hobby. I want to try it out. But also I played it with my kids. We played like a little miniature game. I had two different armies.
Yep.
Played a little miniature game with them. And it was a blast. They had a good time. By the way, they are 100% plastic now. They do not make lead miniatures for Warhammer.
Well, pewter is what they would.
I think they made some lead
very
back in
early on was lead, but
yeah, they made pewter ones. But anyways, yeah,
like these guys.
Yeah,
these guys are all pewter.
Oh yeah, push them over. Yeah, they do. They did make them out. They did make Warhammer out of metal back in the '80s, but they switched over to plastic at some
Hold
point.
your hand up. There
we go. Little D&D miniature. This one is way smaller than
tiny.
I think I'd have a stroke trying to paint that thing. They're already small enough, and like my
the scale is different.
Yeah. But anyways, it's super fun. If anybody knows anything about it and can give me some hints or tips, do it. But anyways, and also I found a great local game shop, and I will say there's nothing really to rate, so I will put this out there. I went to the local game shop to pick up the box and to buy some paints and stuff.
Right.
And there was one dude just looking at paint, and I said, "Hey, is there anything you can help me out with?" And this dude, never met him in my life. He took like 30 minutes, like walking around the store, saying like, "You need this and this and like this." Super cool. The guy working there was super cool. Like,
what was the place?
It's in Marietta.
Okay.
It's called Gigabytes Cafe, and they sell beer and food.
Oh,
so
well,
cool.
God,
so I told
that's a painting session I want to do
I told
right
my
there.
son, I was like, they have game nights and stuff too. So I told my son that one night when you guys are at bingo, I'm gonna take my kids down there and watch a Warhammer game and show them like the massive armies that these dudes have. I think they'll be into it.
Oh, you got to take a little one.
It's kind of like a way to like bond with the kids. But anyways, I'm super pumped about it. Like I said, there's nothing really to rate, so I'll rate my painting ability now.
Let's see.
See how good we do.
Hope it works.
Doesn't work. That's fine.
You know what? Like those boxes of zoo animals and junk like that you can buy a couple of dollars at the Walmart or something.
It's a good idea. Bless you.
Thank you.
And on those and then throw them away. You know, no big whoop.
Easily.
I did see that you can pretty much take some like paint thinner and stick the plastic miniatures, and it won't mess up the plastic, and just strip the paint off and start over again.
Nice.
So, anyways, yeah,
I love it.
I've always been jealous of that. I watch YouTube videos every now and then. You'll have some guy that like airbrushes miniatures.
Oh yeah,
and I'll watch it, and I'm like, what you're doing doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because it's going to look terrible. And then by the time it gets to the end, I'm like, oh, okay, no, I'm clearly an idiot.
Yeah, I know.
Does everybody drink?
No, we had that shot we didn't do.
Oh, here we go.
Well, I got mine as a drink. So
all right.
I'm just sipping on mine.
Here we go.
I'll do a shot.
Dilly.
Dilly.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I had my shot.
Oh, so the army that comes in the box set. So the new box set. So I guess I didn't really explain
you
it.
want one?
Yeah, I'll have another one.
The new Warhammer 40,000 is the big box set is Tyranids, which are like the Zerg from StarCraft, and the Space Marines. So
Space
cool.
Marines.
So
I've watched those guys do it and set the tables
so
over.
cool.
What's that place that the boy likes to train? Hobbytown, USA.
Hobbytown, USA. Yeah, he loves to go there.
Big one.
But it's definitely
You know, my son loves
Honey
Hobbytown too,
Sink.
because they have the giant train
Yeah, the train table.
set up.
and stuff. Oh yeah, big train. Yeah, little man used to always, and he still does. He goes and runs around and pushes all the buttons and gets the trains going.
See, look, as a middle-aged man, I had two options: trains or miniatures. I'm not really into trains, so I had to pick miniatures.
I like trains.
Well, that's
I'm
just
not a
you're
middle-aged
halfway to
man,
D&D
but I'm a
already.
middle-aged woman.
Well, I started off in D&D, so you know,
Might as well.
and I like sci-fi, so it's like sci-fi D&D.
Well, anything that makes my son happy.
Of
Like,
course,
he gets preoccupied on, like,
Yes.
because he does, like, he's on the spectrum, and so like he gets fixated
On trains.
very much so on anything, like any one thing that he does get fixated on. We're gonna be there all day.
No, but since I like-
Hobbytown is one of the few places that I don't mind being stuck at all
like
day.
the track, like the Trackmaster that you used to have for like Thomas, the ones that are the plastic ones with the batteries that go around.
Yeah,
You might like those a lot.
he does. He loves. We have like the Hot Wheels, like Mario Kart
Yeah.
deal at home.
Oh yeah.
And he'll set it up, but he's very particular about it because he'll set it up, and there's two buttons. There's a button on the bottom when you turn the track on that plays like the intro song to the tracks when you get a Mario Kart. And then when he gets up, he'll go down there, get all the cars set up. He'll go down the bottom, turn that on so it plays that song. And then he waits, like this internal clock that he has about how many beats it is before the next song plays. He'll wait, and if he goes too long, he'll go and turn it back on again. And it's like, oh, I messed up the song. He'll go turn it back on, and then he'll run back up to the top, and he'll push the button that just plays the little song, and then it does the green light. Burp, burp, beep, and then he lets him go. He prefers Mario to win, so he has two Marios. As opposed, there's 5 tracks. He has 2 of them filled with Mario.
He said, "Yeah, that's right."
He just likes Mario to win, and when Mario wins, he gets super excited, and it's super fun. We sit there for
I need to send
45
you
minutes
with
and watch
like
that.
the ramp of the Hot Wheel cars, the race thing.
Yeah,
And
so
you
if
can take it with you.
we have to be careful because if it goes so fast that it comes off the track, he's going to be pissed.
No, it actually goes through, and like at the end, you just see who wins. It like says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's like a track with different lanes.
Yeah, it's something that's kind of like what he's got. So
Yeah,
he
like-
would love that. He likes that.
Good, because I need to
Super
get
sweet.
rid of things.
Oh, you got to clear out. Ooh. All right, do we going to jump into? My
We're
bad. Sorry.
going to do the special substitute of the Friday Night Playhouse. Yes, I know it's that time you wait for each week, where we are able to immerse you in a world that is not the one you live in, the one that just cause you strife and struggle. We bring you out of it each week, and in this one, we're going to do a special Friday Night Playhouse. Yes, this is going to be 'Twas the Night Before Cards Against Humanity. And we will go in. I think maybe since we got 3, we'll go in an order. So we'll go ladies first. Derek, Durwood,
check,
and move around. I'm hearing a buzzing. Is anybody else hearing a buzzing?
I hear a buzz too.
Are you buzzed?
No, I think it's a cell phone.
Oh, I remember what it was last time. It was my cell phone. There, buzz is gone.
Your phone.
Sort of, but it's all right.
I literally had it under the microphone. So
everybody quiet for 5 seconds. It's 3.
It's off.
So yeah, no, it's not her. He's over in Durwood's, but it is what it is. There's some power.
I've moved it to Mortal Kombat.
There's some power over to Kevin. Anyways, moving on. Well, we could probably just add some music, background music.
Background music.
Yep.
Messed up car.
There we go. Now, I will point.
That is not Christmas music.
I will point to you. I will point to you when you need to read your card. Now, the first card you pick, second card is random, third card you pick, fourth card, so on and so forth. All right.
All random.
This is a bit of a jazzy twas the night. I'm not drunk, Sam. Thank you. All right. Wow.
Well, that is not any better.
Power Christmas, isn't it?
I'm trying to find a good.
Sure. You can keep hitting it. I don't know if it's going to give it to you. All right. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a...
Is it my turn?
We already said the order.
Okay, I'll go with the first one. German dungeon porn.
All right. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas would soon be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds while visions of sugar plums danced in their
sharks with legs.
All right. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down.
Oh, God.
For had just settled down for the really settling down.
Shut the crazy anal orgasm.
All right. Oh, Bob. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see.
Gandhi!
And what's the matter? Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters, and threw up
all the people I've killed.
The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave the luster of midday to objects.
Albert Einstein, but if he had a huge muscles and a giant rhinoceros penis.
When what to my wondering I should appear but a miniature sleigh and
poor people
with a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be.
Oh, I don't have a good one for this.
Third one you get to pick, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You alternate.
Yeah.
Angel-headed hipsters burning for the ancient heavenly connection to the starry dynamo and the machinery of night.
Wow.
More rapid than eagles, his courses they came, and he whistled and shouted.
Called him this bitch.
Now.
My ball's on your face.
Now.
A dance move that's just sex.
Now.
Pedophiles.
And
finding a nipple and being like, oh, that's a nipple.
On.
Bouncing up and down.
On.
When the big truck goes toot toot.
On.
Fiery poops.
And
not wearing pants.
To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle.
Touching a pot. Oh, sorry.
Hey.
Sorry, I thought it was my turn.
Hey, a respectful discussion of race and gender on the internet.
So up to the housetop, the courses they flew with the sleigh full of toys and
a stray pube.
He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with
an endless stream of diarrhea.
A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening
yeast.
His eyes. His eyes, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses. His nose.
Doing it in the butt.
His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was
Dick Cheney.
The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a...
My dog dying.
He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of...
Snapping turtles biting the tip of your penis.
He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite...
of Arnold Schwarzenegger.
A wink on his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing...
Sorry, I can't read that. I am not going to read that.
Soon gave me to know I had nothing to...
A Harrison Ford that would rather be doing anything else.
He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a...
Foreskin.
And, God, and laying his finger aside on his nose and giving a nod up the chimney, he...
An interracial handshake.
Oh, and he sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like...
Expecting a burp, but vomiting on the floor.
But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all...
Giving Grandma Kirby things she doesn't like.
There you go.
Do the
See.
Do it one more time.
All right. But
do it for everybody. Let everybody do the lesson.
But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all...
Eating ass.
But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight, Happy Christmas to all, and to all...
I'm watching you die.
Oh my God.
That got dark. Perverted and dark.
And scene.
Wow.
Yep. That one's going to keep me out of heaven.
Every day we stray further from the light of God. Thanks to Martin.
Yep. St. Peter's going to say, hey, you remember that live stream? And I'm going to say, nope.
Yep, I remember.
They kept calling for shots.
Sorry. It was actually Chad's
That was
fault.
wonderful. Thank you.
Chad's
That was amazing. All
Christmas,
right.
Christmas has been ruined, said some. My sight ached from laughing, says Patrick. All right, I'm glad that you enjoyed it. That was
what's
one
the next,
that we were doing. So we got to see where
We need
on
round
the-
2.
Yeah.
I guess we're on the bracket.
There you go.
All right.
We got to knock it out.
Next
Let's
round.
Do it.
We're all
Going back
on
to the
naughty
beginning,
list.
we have the Grinch. Oh, this is a power matchup.
Oh.
The Grinch versus Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh, snap.
Two
Ebenezer Scrooge.
stingy
I have a
jerks.
vote, but Ebenezer Scrooge. Because Muppets.
There's no suffragettes here.
Right.
Muppets.
Got it. So we got a couple Scrooges right off the bat.
My God, that's the best thing you've ever said in your whole life. Oh my God.
Wow.
There.
I'm glad you appreciate it.
I'm
Thank
glad
you, sir.
my wife is sitting right next to you.
So, hey, she said it first. Are we going? So, Scrooge.
So far, Scrooge is winning by 1. We'll see what the chat's doing.
Oh, it's close.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, for me, it's an easy. I just started off.
Go ahead.
Scrooge.
Oh, okay.
Scrooge. I just like I like him better. I think the Grinch is a little bit full of himself.
Oh, and Scrooge is not. Scrooge is not like, hey, the world is all
you know, as far as like Christmas stories go, I think Scrooge is the better one.
God, I'm gonna have to go Scrooge on this one. I'm feeling Scrooge. Man,
So it is tied, I think. Scrooge is wait.
Scrooge is ahead.
Scrooge is ahead by 1.
Come on, Chad. Don't let me down. I'm going Grinch.
Oh, you're going Grinch on this one.
I'm going Grinch
All right,
because
we're
they're
gonna-
very similar arcs. Very similar story
very-
arcs. All right, both were redeemed by the
I'm
end.
going to tell a couple jokes.
The deciding
so we
factor
can
for
keep
me,
up.
the deciding factor is the fact that the Grinch has a catchy song.
He does have a
that
catchy
gets
song.
played
God, I'm here.
on repeat at Christmas. Mr. Grinch.
Yeah,
He does.
indeed.
He does have a better song by far.
Oh, yeah, that is a good
You're right
one.
about that.
All right.
Give us a good joke.
Somebody
some
called
jokes
Pete on
while
your
we-
wife, but she's just abusing that dog.
Just beat the hell out of
I
that.
still got the.
All right. So is what was the decision here? We got Grinch, we got Scrooge.
We got some. D-Man's going to have to tally that while I tell jokes.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Scrooge.
Let's see. I've had enough of Christmas. All year long, I work my fingers to the bone to buy all the presents that my kids ask for. And what happens Christmas morning?
The garage door.
And that's how you know it's Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
You hear the garage door.
Every time.
All right. All year long, I work my fingers to the bone. Like, yep. And to buy all these presents that my kids ask for. And what happens Christmas morning? That fat f***er with the beard gets all the credit. Still, I suppose it was my fault for marrying her.
Oh, wow. Wow. Look, can I say, let me throw something in on that while the chat is still trying to declare my victory. So we have a rule in my house.
Okay.
I say rule because my wife said it and I agreed to it.
Oh, okay. Understood.
It's that,
You blaming her? Huh?
so Santa is an active participant in our house.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
But he doesn't get the good
Santa
one.
never gets credit for the best gift.
Oh, 100%. We
Never.
give the best gift. Everything else is.
Yeah, Santa brings a lot of cool things.
Yes. 100%.
Mom and Dad always bring. We bring the
See,
pain.
this is where I like screwed up because like it was always from Santa.
No.
Oh yeah, no. Mom and Dad always get the best.
number
gift.
one asked for gift is the parents.
Right. So we didn't screw up.
cheese.
We didn't screw up. It's the fact that now you don't. Once you stop believing, you don't get shit anymore.
Well, that's
so you're playing the
honestly,
long
that's
game.
part of it. That's part of
You
it.
got the long game.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's true because one
Once-
person's pile is
You're out of
larger than
luck.
the others.
You fucked up. You shouldn't have believed in that
15
fat ass
years
guy
apart.
coming down the chimney all the time. Too damn bad for
That's
you.
100%
Now you're
what it is.
abandoned.
Like
I
Mom
get
and
it.
Dad give the best gift because we're the ones working our butts off.
And then I come in and save the day.
Yeah, Santa Claus is not going to bring you the best gift. Mom and Dad are going to bring you the best gift.
Correct.
Oh, so we'll get the Oculus 3 that your son is now wanting because
That for me.
that one convinced him
If
of
you
it.
buy that for your son, I'm going to be pissed.
Oh, wow.
No, we'll just come steal it.
You should buy that for me.
Well, I asked my
Because I'm a
wife
train wreck.
if she would like a necklace for Christmas. She said nothing will please her more, so I got her nothing instead. That makes sense. It's a
good pun.
A little girl gets a bike for Christmas one year. All excited, she immediately takes the bike out to ride it. A cop passing by says to the little girl, "Did Santa get that for you?" "Yes," replies the little girl. "Well, tell him to put a," and the officer says, "Well, tell him to put a reflector light on it next year. And because fines are $5. The little girl looks up at the cop and says, "Nice horse you got there. Did Santa bring that to you?" The cop chuckles and replies, "Sure he did." "Well," says the little girl, "next year tell Santa that the dick goes under the horse, not on top of it."
Golly.
Golly. All right, what was the question? Can we see a better shot of Katrin Holdazzle outfit?
Holly Dazzle.
Holly Dazzle? I don't know what that means. I mean,
yeah.
you can
Oh,
if she
hold
scoots up next to
Let's
there.
see. Hold
I
on.
feel like the
I'll
two
go-
of
I'll
us,
go-
we should get a shot together because we both have.
So
we're
you're
the only
right.
ones that
You're the
did
only-
the ugly Christmas sweater,
I
right?
should really go over there.
That's okay.
There we go. She is Holly Dazzled.
Holly
Yay.
Dazzle.
She is.
What does Santa use to clean his suit for Christmas?
I don't know.
Yuletide.
Oh.
Yuletide. That is
Nice.
I asked my wife what she wanted for Christmas. She said a divorce. I said, "You can right off. I'm not spending that much." For Christmas, I bought my wife a world map and gave her a dart. I told her to throw it, and wherever it lands, we will go on vacation after this pandemic is over. Turns out we are spending 2 weeks behind the fridge. Oh, well, that's the aim is great there. That's
Nice.
when Chris. Well, that's
Stuck on that
next. Right on the equipment. When Christmas, I don't know where I was going. When Christmas was coming up, my kids asked for a puppy. When I got them one, they cried for days. I'll just get a turkey next year like normal. Oh my God. What did the boy with no head? No, just not. The local florist, no. All right, we'll do one. The local florist charges $100 for a big Christmas wreath. Here's how they justify that price. A wreath, a Franklin.
Wow.
All right. Yeah. No, I'm
All
good.
right, so
what did chat decide?
Scrooge is winning it in the chat, I think.
I've got a winner. Can I get a winner out real quick?
Do it.
A prostitute walks into a bar on Christmas Eve. The prostitute walks.
Can you get it out?
A prostitute walks into a bar and orders a glass of wine. So what did you ask Santa for this year? The bartender asks. $30. The prostitute replies, just like anybody else.
God.
Wow.
Yikes.
Yikes is right. Well,
Yes, indeed.
I think I voted. I've not heard.
All right.
You-
All right.
who
So
wants
we
to
can
go?
cut we can cut normal. I missed that old jam. That's a good one.
That is a good
That is
jam.
a good
It
jam.
does make you think you're about to exit the.
And the show's over.
Hey.
And the show's
You have to wait till next time to know anything. No. You want
So
to?
it was Grinch and Scrooge.
Grinch and Scrooge.
Grinch and
I said
Scrooge.
It was up
Scrooge.
to the chat.
Scrooge.
What did chat come
What
out
did
to?
chat come up with?
Chat was Scrooge was winning.
Okay. Scrooge it is.
Boom.
All right, here we go. Match number 2
Match number 2.
in the whatever finals, quarterfinals.
Yep.
Clark Griswold
Oh,
versus the Ghost of Christmas.
that's a tough one.
Ghost of Christmas versus Clark
You
Griswold.
keep leaning further over.
Always.
Well,
The ghost.
Can I
I'm trying to make room for her. And
because
Let me go ahead and
the Muppets.
preempt. Just get on
Okay.
the front
Hold on,
end of
hold on.
this.
I can scoot.
I'm going Clark
Close
Griswold.
the door in a second.
Oh, you're going Clark Griswold on this
I'm going
one.
Clark
No, I
Griswold.
got it.
If Clark
Okay.
Griswold can beat Mr. Parker,
Okay.
all right.
feel this
I
is a
don't
stronger
think
one.
that Clark Griswold, in any way, shape, or form, needs the Ghost of Christmas. And the garage agrees.
Speaking of the Ghost of Christmas,
I mean, I'm going.
turn that light up, please.
The Ghosts of Christmas are ineffective to Clark Griswold because he is ultra Christmas.
Yeah.
I mean, he's.
I mean,
he's.
I'll go and throw. I'm going.
I
You
can't.
know, I'm going Clark Griswold.
Yeah. I'm going Clark Griswold. on
Well, that's
this one.
unanimous.
I
Then,
gotta
'cause that's
well.
what Chad is too.
Sorry,
Yeah.
chat. I
kill that light, please, babe.
even if you guys decide something different.
We still would have won.
We got that. That one's on there.
Clark Griswold.
That one's in there. And
Oh no, chat.
What is
Oh, why would you do that?
What is this? What is
Did
this?
something
What is
pop?
this, guys? He says
something sound like
the
something. popped.
classic American dad.
Did we blow a fuse? Okay.
All right. Match number 3.
Match number 3.
Matt
Buddy
three.
the Elf. Oh, this is tough,
Uh-oh.
guys. Buddy the Elf.
Buddy the Elf.
Linus Van Pelt.
Oh,
We got the over exuberant, extravagant Christmas lover versus the very tempered, patient,
Son of a bitch.
reserved. Yep, exactly.
Oh, you didn't drop that glass bottle. We're okay.
I almost dropped it for the cork. Sorry. Go
The
ahead.
very
I'm sorry.
reserved. I almost feel like it's the commercialized Christmas elf against the very spirit of Christmas.
Okay. Fair
That's a
enough.
tough call.
Christmas all day long.
Good lord.
So we got
She's
3
drunk as hell.
buddies and 1
I'm
Linus
not
in
drunk
chat.
yet.
3 buddies and 1 line. 3 buddies versus 1.
3 buddies versus 1. Okay.
So who wants to
I think we'll go
we
with
know, we know where you are.
Do you know where I'm at?
Durwood. Okay.
Well, I mean, why
This
don't
is
you
a
tell
tough
us?
call.
I don't know.
Who's going?
I feel, well,
Where's
okay, you
Durwood
go
at?
first.
I'll go first. I'm going Linus. I gotta
Of
go
course
Linus.
he is.
I gotta go Linus. I gotta go Linus all day because
'Cause
he
it's-
understands the true reason
The
for
spirit
Christmas.
of Christmas. I get it. I
Gotta
get
do
it.
it.
I get it.
That's mine.
What do you say, Derek?
Buddy. I'm going Buddy.
Buddy?
I love Elf. I love Peanuts, but I just
You love nuts, all right. Especially if you're going with Buddy the Elf.
I just love Buddy the Elf. Buddy the Elf.
I feel ashamed.
He cares about Christmas in a different way, but he still cares.
You want to not hold it sideways? Okay.
Where you at?
As much as I want to go with one of you on this, I have to go
With the other one.
the other one.
So non-committal.
Didn't see that one
So
coming.
non-committal.
Yeah.
I love it.
Buddy.
I'm gonna be honest. As much as I
have no
I
vote.
love the idea that one of them represents, we're talking about the best character of Christmas. In which case, as much as it pains my soul, I gotta say Buddy the Elf.
Hurts me.
Oh,
It hurts me.
I gotta say, Buddy, I'm very surprised about
You're
myself.
passionate about Linus before.
I was very passionate about if it was anybody other than Buddy the Elf at this point.
Okay.
I would have probably gone with Linus, but I feel like
Old
I
wooden
feel
shit.
like Buddy the
All right,
Elf.
so Buddy takes it then, because that's
Yeah.
what chat went with. It was close though. It was.
I gotta
with
go
the
with
wife on
replay
this one.
value on TV. If we were going with
Cheers,
like
Cheers.
character, oh yeah, we
Kung
have
Pao.
a thing, don't we?
All right. So, all right. So what? Got a couple more to do.
All right,
I want to see where this ends.
this is the last quarterfinal.
Okay, let's do it.
I feel like this is a slam dunk, guys. Kevin McAllister, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
You
Kevin
think it's a slam dunk? I don't know which way you're going. I'll start it off. Kevin McAllister. I think he beats Rudolph.
I honestly did not think that was going that way. I really did not. I did not think it was going that way when you said you think it's just a slam dunk. But
It's a
it's not.
slam dunk. It's a slam dunk. I'm
And
going.
then you went up and
Why
windmill
you gotta-
jammed that
why
junk
you
in my
gotta-
face.
Why you gotta mock me?
I'm going Rudolph because
Okay.
he saved Christmas.
You and Lurker
Claymation.
Troy are just colluding
And
with each
Matthew
other over
picking
there.
and piping.
He loves some
And
claymation.
Sam doing it wrong.
I
Go
love
right
Rudolph.
ahead.
I
Rack
love-
it in.
I love
chat.
Rudolph.
Rack
But
it
Buddy
in.
is
Love
more
Rudolph.
entertaining. The movie's better.
Talk about Home Alone here.
Nope. I got another. John Adams Rudolph. Smoke
Well,
Kentucky Rudolph. Go ahead
Rudolph
and tell
can
me what you
freaking
like,
fly.
sir.
Honestly, I don't see a need to contribute. I feel like the tiebreaker went to the Chad on this
It
one.
did.
So,
are you
which
okay?
would you pick, anyways?
Quite honestly, I would have picked Rudolph.
There we
Okay.
go.
That's the more classic
fine.
Christmas
Odd
character.
Man
But
out.
you know what? To be honest with you, I'm
Yeah.
not mad that Rudolph won that one. It was so close.
I got to take Rudolph. And the only reason I got to
Yeah.
take Rudolph is because I have more love for the old claymation. It's more of my heartfelt.
Yeah.
He
As
does
a
love
kid,
him some
I get it.
claymation.
I can't. I
Again.
can't help it.
I revert
it.
it back to what do people pretty much put on repeat at Christmas time?
Yep.
Yeah.
How many people do you see watching Home Alone on
Well,
Christmas?
in my household, we do. We watch it like 4 times.
I mean,
already.
you watch it, but like
Like,
there's
growing,
if I'm watching
ones you
syndicated
have to
TV,
watch.
like growing up for me, I would
Is this
have
bad? My
watched
kids have never seen
Home
Rudolph.
Alone.
It's
And I
horrible.
would
You're
have
a-
never watched. I didn't watch Rudolph as an adult,
I have it on
but I watched
DVD,
Home Alone.
MP3. I've got it as a tattoo on my ass.
no,
You
wow.
have like none of those.
Show it right now.
I don't want to see your red. I don't want to see your red nose behind
sure we
your
have the
brown eye.
DVD.
That's good.
We do. I have Alf on DVD. I love Alf.
Alf?
Yeah.
We do have Alf on
Well,
DVD.
you know, I'm a music guy,
Kevin can
and
throw
it comes
bricks.
back to a song for me. Do you have a song for Home Alone that you sing every year? There's a
Rocking
great
around
song.
the Christmas tree.
There's a great song from Home Alone.
The Red
The Home Alone soundtrack has a great song.
What is it?
Well, I can't sing it because I don't want to get busted for copyright strike.
But you can sing.
Maybe.
But if you go listen to the Home Alone soundtrack, there's a great orchestral soundtrack with a kids choir that's
Oh,
great.
yeah, Carol of the Bells, right?
But if you get to, I mean, everybody sings Rudolph. That's one of the first songs you learn for Christmas.
You're
Jingle
right.
Bells and then Rudolph
You're
the
right.
Red-Nosed Reindeer. So
See, like
it hurt.
here you do.
All right, let's get into the semifinals here.
Here we go.
Oof.
Ooh. Oof. Oh, this has
Here we
turned
go.
out to be
See, this is
so
where it's
good.
going to get. This is where it's
All
going
right,
to get
chat, be
contentious.
All right, we're going to pick it up from the right side of the bracket this time.
Oh,
Rudolph.
You got to watch it, David.
Rudolph, fresh off of his victory
Yep.
against Buddy the Elf.
I thought we just did that one.
All right, I can do this one. No.
It was
we didn't
Buddy
do
versus Linus.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take this one.
he's gonna take Rudolph.
I'll take this one.
Okay.
Rudolph for the win because there's already a misfit elf in Rudolph.
Hold on, let me pull down my beanie
I will
a
say-
little bit.
I will
That's a
say-
pretty good point.
There
Thank
is.
you.
I would say
Thank
elf.
you. And he became a dentist.
Elf is a little bit derivative of Rudolph though, because it does have like the same like beginning animation. You know, kind of a little bit derivative.
Bob Newhart.
All
Yeah.
right.
So they stole it.
They did. They borrowed it. It's called homage. Anyways,
Right.
it's Rudolph on that one.
It's got to be. I mean, it's at that point. For me.
If we're getting down to the nitty gritty, it's gonna be Rudolph.
Like enjoyable watching a movie, The Elf.
Now, if it was Clark Griswold versus Rudolph, he'd cut that damn
I'd
thing's
get
throat. Be done with it.
Griswold all over because he's a sadistic.
I don't remember
He
Clark
would
Griswold
hang-
being a hunter.
Actually, if you recall,
Bend over,
Clark,
I'll show
That's
you.
Burt Reynolds.
Actually-
That's Deer Hunter, buddy. I don't know
Actually-
about that one.
Deliverance.
Clark Griswold kicked the shit out of Rudolph in his leg and broke him.
What is chat? I'm interested to hear. We got to
Chat's like
split.
100%
What is chat
Chat's
saying?
all about Rudolph.
I see there's a buddy there.
There's
David
one
Smock's
buddy,
got
and then there's like 15
That's
Rudolphs.
no reason David smocks because you haven't seen Rudolph.
I have not seen.
David, you got to watch Rudolph now.
He takes his old vanilla Cavendish and hides.
What are you doing on that one?
Oh wow, is that Rudolph?
Rudolph won.
Yeah, but what's your vote?
For me, honestly, it was Rudolph
Okay.
because
Yeah.
it's
Fair enough.
It's just one of those. Again, it comes back to
Watch it, David. It's good. It's worth it.
how much you
No,
get
Rudolph's
to
good.
you get to see it.
And watch The
Buddy's
Year
on
Without
a
a Santa
lot.
Claus because Heat Miser and Snow Miser. Cold Miser.
Buddy's on a lot, but again, music. Rudolph is a song you learned. It's
I do
like
love
one of the
I do love
first
Cornelius.
Not
Christmas
to
songs you learned.
mention, our chemistry teacher from high school was absolutely the snowman in the beginning.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Mr.
he was.
Steed. Yeah, he was.
He had the same body style.
Also,
Absolutely.
Mr. Miyagi.
And Mr. Miyagi.
Yeah, he's
yes,
like, he's like
Oh my!
he was
I
in.
was gonna get Little Man a bonsai kit like
was
for
a-
Christmas. What do you think about that?
It'll be a dead tree. What else we got?
I'm a dead bonsai.
We'll be
Or
a
it'll
dead
just
tree.
be a tree trunk because they'll just keep clipping it.
Right, he'll just clip it.
All right, this is a
He loves
tough one here.
All right. It's coming down the
Ebenezer
line.
Scrooge.
Yep.
Clark
No,
Griswold.
I knew it was gonna come. No. God,
Clark's about
dang
to
it.
take it.
Oh,
But like Ebenezer, because Muppets.
it's Clark.
It's the Muppets. It's always the Muppets.
Clark.
It's
Oh, that was-
always
it's
the
Clark.
Muppets.
I'm going Clark.
It's always
I'm
the
going
Muppets.
Scrooge.
I know you are.
I'm sorry, I got to go Scrooge myself.
God dang it.
I'm sorry.
Clark Griswold is great,
All
but
right,
Clark
let's see what the
Griswold
chat
is
does.
not
Chat,
a.
roll it in.
Come on, come in.
Yeah,
Come,
Griswold.
You're the
Come
you're
on.
the tiebreaker.
Clark.
if you don't,
Ernie.
I'm going to talk about Warhammer
Who
if
is-
y'all don't
who
pick
is
Clark
Emmy?
Griswold.
No, Scrooge.
Clark.
Don't
All right, I
listen
got
to
one
Darren.
Scrooge. So
We got three
There
Clarks,
are
one
how,
Scrooge.
look how many multiple versions are there
Come on,
of
chat.
Scrooge?
Roll it in.
How many multiple versions are there of Clark
Because-
Griswold?
Because
We got
Clark Griswold's
two
perfect the
Scrooges.
first time.
No, like I watched it once and I can't remember.
Oh, we got
anything
three
about
Scrooge,
it.
so we're tied.
The next one that comes through is going to be the winner.
All right, who's gonna tie break?
Scrooge, because I
I'll
have
be
no
okay.
votes.
Come on, let's see it, chat. Who's gonna be the tiebreaker?
Oh, that was Ron. He came through
Did he?
with Clark. Save me the neck, Clark.
Oh no!
And another Clark.
Clark Griswold gets it then. Wow.
I'm gonna say you may have rushed this a smidge.
Wow.
There's a lot of people in chat.
We can keep going. Clark. Got another Clark. That's fine. Everybody vote. I'm happy.
Who else has not?
To be
has not
honest,
picked?
I would be
Go
happy
ahead.
with either outcome.
No, you
I
wouldn't.
love
You
Scrooge.
lying ass. You want Griswold so bad. You want him to be the finisher. I
Because
don't
you
want to
don't
hear any of the
appreciate the
shit out of you. This good sportsman bullshit. I don't want to hear it. You want Griswold all day.
Like Griswold
I do
had
want
like
Griswold
Don't
all
one
lie.
movie.
Don't lie.
Not
Just-
like
just
a
go ahead
Oh,
and-
no, Scrooge. Stop saying Scrooge.
Scrooge, because Scrooge had a lot of movies,
Anybody else?
but like the Muppets.
Oh,
No,
Scrooge is
Troy.
coming back.
No, because Troy doesn't count twice.
Oh, Troy.
So, it's
Like,
like-
All right,
Troy
count 'em up.
because 1942.
Troy's voted Scrooge 15 times.
doesn't count. Well, plus he did it twice already. So
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
No,
this is
Scrooge.
fourth.
I'm all with Troy.
It's so far. It's Clark.
Nah.
It's Clark.
I see
Yeah.
Clark.
Okay.
Clark's got it. Clark's got it.
All right. Do we have a drum roll or anything interesting? All right, here we go. Here is. We need what we need, and I know it would copyright strike us, but like we need the final countdown.
Final countdown.
We need
I can
something.
sing it off key.
We
never
need
pick it up.
something
I
very
can
epic
sing off key
for
like
the
nobody
finals.
else because I don't have a key.
All right, here we go.
Just watch us playing like Mario Party because I have no rhythm.
So
Here we go.
Is this the
Here we
final?
go.
This is the
Here's the
finals.
final. Here we go.
Already?
I got
I
it.
feel like that was so fast.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, here we go. Clark Griswold. Let me say it like Mortal Kombat. Clark
I already know what it's gonna be.
Griswold versus Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
It's
The
tough.
two most Christmas happy.
All right, chat. Start rolling.
Ooh, this is tough.
Rudolph.
We gotta hear what
Somebody
chat
needs to
says
do.
first.
We got
Yeah, I want
Clark.
to hear chat. All right,
Chat
you
gets
roll it.
priority
we
on this
got
one.
Clark on this hand. Clark.
Because I don't remember the
Rudolph.
Clark movie. I watched
Rudolph.
it once, and all I remember is the lap.
So 2 Clarks, 2 Rudolphs, 3
Rudolph.
Rudolphs.
And Rudolph
this
is a
is-
song everybody sings.
Rudolph.
All the
This is
children.
neck and
Yeah.
neck.
Clark.
It's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Down by
He's got
Clark's
a very
down by
shiny
1.
nose.
No,
Not hard.
Troy, that's not.
You only get to vote once. Come on.
Oh, Steve Smith.
Rudolph.
If you vote more than once, you hurt Derek's
You
brain.
sound very much like the girl in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Rudolph.
How dare you. What was her name?
Not Rudolph.
Not worth casting a name.
Yeah.
The one that led to the next
What was the
reindeer.
dentist's name?
Floyd.
Elf-ish.
No, Melvin or something? Or
Melvin. Clyde. Claude. Clovis.
It was
All right.
Clark.
So does
Cleon.
anybody else want to vote? You
That
got
was
10
Clark.
seconds.
Now they're bored and gambling.
9.
Clarice.
Eight.
Oh, Clarice was the female reindeer.
Clarice. Yes. There we-
Hello,
Oh, see, I know.
Clarice.
I see the loyalists.
Can you still hear the lamb
Three.
screaming?
2,
Shit!
1. And voting is closed. What's
Voting's
the count?
closed.
So 2 points for Rudolph right now.
2 points for Rudolph. I say that I go, you go, Martin goes last. It's his show.
Do it. I say Rudolph, but I don't count.
You can
This
you can
is-
do mine, baby.
Oh,
This is
no.
I'll
very
let you
tough.
wait.
You go for it.
Okay.
This is very tough. As much as I voted against Clark Griswold every time.
Oh.
I have voted
shit.
against him every single time. And I've gone with Rudolph or someone very classic every
have.
single time.
You have. You've been traditional in your beliefs.
But
I have very much been traditional.
it's a but.
I'm struggling to stick it out with tradition.
Versus Clark.
But, and here's it goes back to what I mentioned earlier. There's so Rudolph is nice. Rudolph is this great story. A little outdated, but it's fine. Clark has qualities that reminds me of my actual father. All right, it's an exaggerated person.
Yeah.
But it's a person who goes through a character arc, who deals with some stuff, who has identifiable traits. That's tough for me to vote against, as opposed to a rate. And I get it. There's a song about Rudolph.
He's a
It's
red-nosed
one of the
reindeer.
earliest
Save
things that you
Christmas.
get. Yeah, I don't know if he saves Christmas. Santa pretty much delivers the stuff. Rudolph just is a headlight. I've gone against Rudolph every time. I'm going Clark Griswold. As much as I hate to say it,
Wow.
I'm going Clark Griswold.
All right. Well, we're going to me. I voted for Clark every time. I fought tooth and nail. And I'm going to continue
To say Rudolph.
to say Clark Griswold.
I'm not supposed to be within 200.
And I will say, because this is my final reasoning for Clark over Rudolph. Rudolph, at its heart, is a child story, right? It's very good. Rudolph saves Christmas. He's a flying reindeer. He's got everything.
He's
but it-
magic.
but
like
it's-
for Christmas.
It's meant for
Christmas magic.
kids. And
you
that's
are
fine.
a kid at heart.
Now, if I was 12 years old, I would vote Rudolph. But as a middle-aged man who deals with the things that Clark Griswold deals with, the pain in the butt relatives, the jerk boss, the everything that happens to him, I think Clark Griswold is like he transcends time. I think you can watch it when you're 30 years old and 60 years old, and you always understand where he's coming from. And I think Clark Griswold should win as the #1 Christmas character on the Over a Pipe show.
Look at I'm in internal struggle right now.
It is tough because I love Rudolph. It's hard.
It's hard
think
to go
too
against
great.
tradition.
I think it's too great, but I've got to buck tradition.
You know, here's where I don't struggle. Just like my wife said, being a kid at heart, my favorite times in my life We're
Crazy Dutch bastard.
I am so glad no one's ruined this with a shot.
we're in our youth.
Okay.
Which is one of the things that we
that's what
constantly
Christmas is about.
go
It's about
back
children
to relive and enjoy in all of our past and all those things.
Okay.
And you know what? Maybe in the future, we'll have some of those similar memories as we do right now. But the memories that I hold dear are back there when we were younger. And so it is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, 100%.
It's the childhood Christmas.
It is.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Christmas is about children.
your Christmas time celebrity deathmatch champion, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I will accept Rudolph as the champion.
Yes.
He's not my
absolutely.
president.
It's okay. All right.
It's okay.
Just because he got banned from Colorado, it's not a big deal.
Okay.
Okay. So things will happen. Excuse me. But we'll work it out somehow. Okay. Thank you. I have big heads.
At
I
the
have big
Sweet
heads.
16, and y'all can tell me your thoughts. I thought it was going to be Rudolph versus Scrooge. I thought that's how it was going to go.
very shocked.
I thought
That
that's
one
how it was
got
gonna
me.
go.
That one got me. I thought.
I didn't even think ahead.
Clark would get that far.
I really thought it would be Rudolph versus Scrooge.
Oh, you
you
did
would have
too?
the epitome of Christmas
Yep.
versus the epitome of anti-Christmas.
I didn't think that far ahead, which is typical. That's for me.
That's
that
why I'm
is-
so glad I
Sorry,
pulled
Mary.
Ralphie,
I didn't know that.
Ralphie and Kevin
Ralphie.
McAllister first round
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
to
was tough.
break that up.
yeah, that was
That
a
was
big
just
one.
smart because that
was a big
they
one.
could
That's
have
tough.
ended.
Yeah.
That's tough.
That was a tough
That
one.
was good.
But
You
that
know
was
what?
good. I liked it.
Can I make the suggestion?
Please do.
Yeah.
Can we do this again for another holiday?
Okay.
thing?
It'll be tough at Easter.
Not
Easter's tough.
Easter Bunny versus Jesus. First round.
There you go. If Billy Jesus wins, 'cause
One
all
lays
he-
eggs.
if
One
he
came
goes
back
down
from
and
the
gets
dead.
back up.
MTV celebrity match.
But
One goes in a hole. One goes in a hole and
was
comes out.
Was it South Park that did Santa versus Jesus?
Oh yeah.
That was their original.
So
cartoon.
sacrilegious, but at the same time, look, I love a clever joke.
Right. Yeah.
I love a clever joke, and that's just
They're wrong.
Balls on
You're
it.
wrong for that. But no, that's not to be a holiday.
No, but it could be
not
like a
sports
Halloween
related. But I like the idea of it.
Veterans Day.
Veterans Day. Like this is like Army versus Navy.
There we
4th
go.
of July. What's the best war?
Oh yes.
4th of July
Easily.
is Little
Who
Man.
was
the
that
best
ass?
I mean, World War II wins every year
I think-
because
I think
they
we'll-
actually defeated.
Oh, here we go.
Evil.
Valentine's Day.
Cupid versus David Hasselhoff.
Oh, David Hasselhoff all day long.
You know
It
what?
is like
we should
Baywatch
almost have a wives versus husbands
Wives versus husbands.
on Valentine's Day.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, y'all get your wives here.
I don't know.
No.
Oh, Patrick, I'm glad you did a bold call now. Medal of Honor winners. Thank you. Thank
There
you.
we go.
So what? So who do we
That
have
would
as
take
a
a lot.
runner
That
up?
would take a lot of reset.
So Rudolph was our number one.
Clark Griswold was number two.
Did we have it at third?
You don't get a third. in
No, we
that
don't
kind
get
of-
a
Nope,
third.
we
All right.
didn't have
Yeah,
a third
piece of
place match. So I'm going to look and say that it was between Ebenezer and Buddy the Elf. I'm going to say. I'm going to say Ebenezer.
Ebenezer Muppets
I think
all
he
day
scored
long.
Because he's
most of the
longer.
points.
He's longer standing, and he's had multiple remakes. Buddy the Elf, only 20
And
years
his
old.
name
one
literally is
version.
a word.
And he
now.
transitions.
And he said "bah humbug," which is a phrase.
The-
Excellent
the
point.
bunk.
Two vernacular.
Did I say it's the
Two
bunk?
vernacular.
Yeah. I said it's the
Two
bunk.
vernaculars.
It's the stuff.
So
Bunk?
I would say
I'm not sure.
Is humbug?
I'd say exactly what Dia said. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate y'all for
This
coming
was the
and hanging
best
out.
episode
This
ever.
was the Bee's Knees. D-Man, wife, thank y'all over there. Appreciate
Thank
y'all.
you.
Come in for your... Oh, wow. So anytime women are drunk, they always do the... Woo! Thank you, Durwood over there. Yeah, flip it. Flip it. Shove it. Stick it in your mouth.
he's got the corn
Do it.
cob
Whose
pipe.
line? Whose
Flip
line
it
is
in
it,
reverse.
anyways?
What
Don't
up?
know. If it was a prop, what would you do with it as a space alien probe? And we're looking at doing possibly doing a show next week. Are you in, D?
Yeah, man.
All right. Durwood, are you possibly available for
No,
Friday?
we'll be out of town.
All right, he's
Yeah,
out of town.
we're traveling.
So
Maybe we
he
get the
will be
other-
here in spirit of some sort. Probably
I'll
the
be in spirit.
leading-
He'll be in
in spirits.
He'll be one of the ghosts.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Deep in the spirits. Merry Christmas.
Wait,
Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Kwanzaa.
Happy Festivus.
Happy
Festivus.
Festivus.
Am
I've
I
got
missing
some real
anything?
problems with you people.
Real problems. Get around the pole. Okay. I hope all of you. Oh, by the way, did anybody realize what was on the list on the thumbnail?
I did not. Is it?
And I'm going to start doing this with a thumbnail.
Is it
So if you
chat?
tell me what it is, chat. Does anybody know anything funky about that list? Put it in the chat. If you name what that list is, you get 1,000 tens.
Word up.
It's Santa, good and bad.
Nope.
I'm saying it's not a list.
What's the list for? So you'll see. All right, everybody. Love y'all. Have a Merry Christmas. We will see
fine,
y'all.
slap time.
Merry Christmas.
We will see y'all next Friday.